micrometeorites penetrate the cabin, right? And you know, it's the radiation is a much more pervasive threat, and that's why you would have the water. Certainly, at one point, you know, you're going to run out of luck and will be hit by
Hi
something really
guys.
nasty. If you remember during the Artemis
Hi
2
guys.
mission on Farsight,
Welcome
the
to
crew said they
the
saw a number of flashes. That's a
welcome
symbol
to
of
another
gas
stream
particle
of
activity.
IFT-13.
Objects are being
Let me
released
test
ranging from
my
half a
mic.
pound to maybe 2 pounds in mass if they're going to be visible to the humans. So across the entire surface of the moon,
Hi guys.
we saw some fairly sizable
Hi
chunks of
guys.
rock hit the
Welcome
surface.
to the
But yeah, flying to Mars, you know,
okay.
doesn't have it has a problem as it has being in
Test,
space, but
test,
it's not
test.
something that is
Test,
threatened the
test,
crew
test,
at any
test,
point.
test, test.
They're far more concerned about debris in low Earth orbit, so compared to actual meteorite streams. So I would say that it's probably more
I'm just
risk
testing my mic now.
than being in low Earth orbit.
Okay.
That's interesting. My initial assumption would have been the opposite, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think we're.
Nonetheless.
I think
mean,
we're
you're
good
going
here.
faster if you think
Yeah.
about it, because the space station is orbiting the
Anyways,
Earth, so you're adding in the Earth's
here
velocity,
is
Earth's gravity
IFT-13.
to that velocity.
This is gonna be the second launch of the Block 3 Starship. Oh, there's an ad.
Thing just to get started. You have
And there's
to
also one
get
on my
it
TV.
paper.
This is very scary.
Sort of.
Yeah.
So you're cutting the flux in half. But yeah.
We have Jeff, who is asking that it seems the limit to space travel is currently fuel source. When will we see a different fuel source that gets them away from liquid fuels and be readily available? I mean,
yeah.
methane is kind of the
Godspeed,
methane oxygen is kind of the
IFT-13.
combination, the fuel of the future, as people keep talking about it as, because you know,
Okay,
you've got Starship,
anyways,
New Glenn, Vulcan, Terran, Stoke, like everyone's
let
doing
me
methanol
just
these
share
days because it's the cool thing to do. But
the link of IFT-13
what
to
do you
my
think? Do
friends.
you
They
think
need
that
to see
methanol is
this,
gonna be
although they're
there for
not
the foreseeable
interested in
future? Do you
space
think
flight
nuclear
whatsoever.
fuels
I need to
nuclear
share to all of
propulsion
them.
could be coming in sooner than later. What do you think?
Yeah. I think, first of all, Methalox is definitely sticking around for a very long time because it's a hydrocarbon. It's relatively low density, low cost compared to everything else. Like Stokes also using hydrogen. Hydrogen is like the best thing on paper if you can deal with the structure. Kerosene is great, but I don't think we're seeing nuclear propulsion in first stages anytime soon. And we're certainly not seeing any of these, you know, fusion drives or anything ever being a first stage of an engine, at least in my lifetime, because they put out so much radiation and you need so much thrust. So the great thing about chemical rockets is that essentially they make this heat. It's not that great in terms of energy density, but it's immediately dumping that overboard.
So anyways, here is IFT-13. Let me just check here in the chat if anyone is here.
Some of it's going to need to be in radiators.
There's no one here still.
If you're trying to, say, power an ion thruster, then you need massive radiators. So I don't think lifting off from the surface of the Earth, we are going to be stuck with chemical propulsion for a very long time. But getting into space, yeah, then you can start looking at.
Okay, nice. So I don't think there's that much lag in my
systems.
I think my I think everything here is good.
Freedom, right? That's that's a nuclear electric propulsion system. And that's essentially taking the Hall effect thrusters that we're going to be on the power and propulsion element, and instead of powering it with solar power, they're going to power it with a nuclear power system. And honestly, it doesn't need the nuclear power start
20 and ship 40
it was designed to
on the pad, getting ready for IFT-13. The launch director should confirm whether or not prop load is go at T-minus 15 minutes.
Is just water. Because water is actually quite easy to find around the solar system, even if it's in relatively low quantities. But you can do things with it, like it's easy to store to start with, easy to work with. And there are things like thermal thrusters that basically heat the water up so hot that it disassociates, and you get relatively good propulsion thrust out of it with relatively simple systems. So I think that we might see a lot more water in the future. That's my guess.
And one more question, a very, again, this is my brain thinking this, but I'm thinking Mars has like 95% CO2 atmosphere with some other bits and bobs sprinkled in there. But Ice from the Sun is asking, is Starship going to rust on Mars?
That's a good question, actually, because now I'm going to think, like, so it forms this chrome oxide layer on the surface. That's what makes stainless steel shiny, right? It's the chrome. It probably won't rust, but you might have something weird happen during a re-entry, because entering into the Earth's atmosphere is different than entering into Mars. But I fully suspect that no, it won't. By the way, talking about fuels of the future, another one that's very interesting for Mars is carbon monoxide and oxygen.
Okay, I'm back.
Take the atmosphere, split it electrolytically.
Let me just see if anyone typed anything in the chat. No one.
You get a kind of a crappy fuel, but it's so easy to make that it might actually find some use on Mars.
Huh. Starship, Scott, is such a huge... I mean, it's a sea change, right? It's a massive lifter. It's designed to carry way more into low Earth orbit initially. I think we're going to be swimming in AI data satellites at some point here. Is it...
Okay.
How long? This is a super out there question, then we'll move on. How long do you think we'll rely on Starship versus move into another technology? And I've got two in mind: either just manufacturing bulk items in space, so we're getting resources from the moon or asteroids or whatever, and instead of needing to launch it from the Earth, we just make it in space in the first place and it's already in space. Or we get into something wacky like a space elevator, carbon nanotube sort of thing. Do you think we've got like 50 years of Starship, or do you think we're close on one of those other technologies and Starship is sort of an interim step?
I don't think we're close on space elevators, because the strongest we have still need like between the middle of the tower and the bottom.
Live here, yeah.
Just the dynamics of how you build something that large when it's sort of sitting in Earth's gravity and flopping around. It is unfathomably complicated. Now, you could actually have a space elevator on the moon that actually works with current materials, so that would definitely help with your whole idea of putting industries on the moon and all that. But how do you scale these things up? How do you scale them enough that they're making sense? I think there's going to be an economic advantage
for IFT-13. I was trying to be streaming yesterday, but unfortunately was scrubbed due to weather, I believe.
Going into low Earth orbit, and to make it cheaper.
Yeah,
so I don't know the time scales. So I don't see Starship being made redundant by SpaceX anytime soon. But then again, I thought Falcon 9 would be around well into the 2030s, so what do I know?
It's such a surprise to see the Falcon 9 flights sort of ramp down. We've been talking lately about more of the flights coming out on the West Coast and less of the flights happening at the Cape. And there are all sorts of math that goes into that, right? They're working on the launch pads. So if you want to be building a Starship launch pad there, but every 3 days you're launching a Falcon 9 from there, how does that affect your construction cadence, right? Well, they've moved over to 37 as well. All the different stuff that goes into it, but I think a lot of us were very surprised to see Falcon 9 start to taper down. You know?
I don't know what to say right now.
It's not like they don't have potential customers.
Yep. Plus their own customer, like their whole Starlink constellation. They've got so many Starlinks up there, and they're sort of leaning into this. Well, Starship is going to be deploying the larger Starlink satellites, etc., etc. So let me do this. Let me get caught up on a couple things here really quickly. I think here at T-minus we're approaching 90 minutes from the opening of the window. Ryan, can you give us a rundown on the current conditions on the range? Weather, boats, planes, how are we looking?
Yeah, well, I'm going to do some magic here. Snap your fingers, everybody. Ta-da, there we go. There's whoa, look at that. We've got live air traffic in the Starbase region. I think we've got a range helicopter down here flying back in, so we might see that, start hearing it. On the microphone we have near our highway site, as that helicopter gets back. But the range assets out at sea currently, making sure there's no boats that shouldn't be in the hazard area. Because of course, fingers crossed, in 96 minutes time there will be a Starship flying their way. So let's actually take a look at the air hazard area, Starbase just behind my head. and this extends all the way out into the Gulf and then between the Yucatan Peninsula and Cuba, headed towards the Caribbean. And you can see here it threads the needle a little bit more to the southeast than it did before. It used to go up between Florida and Cuba. These days, going for a little bit slightly different trajectory, which is, fingers crossed, what they'll be doing when they go to orbit next flight, of course, if everything goes well this flight. And this, of course, leads into the full-on trajectory, which is going to fly around the world. So technically, in 2.5 hours from now, we could see a Starship in the Indian Ocean. We're going to see the payloads deployed. There's 20 Starlink V3s deployed over the Atlantic Ocean. They'll then connect with the Starlink network and ground stations in South Africa, right there, where the Raptor relay demonstration is going to be taking place. And then we'll hit entry interface about 50 minutes or so into flight. We'll see those beautiful live onboard views courtesy of Starlink. And then fingers crossed, Ship 40 will be in the Indian Ocean. Easy for me to say, 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 21 seconds after launch.
Oh my god, there's an ad. On my TV at least, though. There's none on my computer, but there's an ad on my TV.
Testing that we are going to try and use today. Is this a live telemetry of the ship? That's pretty cool.
So we're like reading. Are we reading that from SpaceX? Are we reading that from the broadcast? Where are we getting that data from? It is public information that we are using to generate a graphic in real time as Starship is flying. Go ahead, Alex. Sorry.
I think I know where it is. SpaceX has their own version of this, but this is our own version of this on our own live stream setup. But yeah, he created all the multi-views and everything, and now he created all the multi-views. Good job, Jay.
It has to obey the laws of physics.
Okay.
We know where it is.
You can't teleport like one way or the other.
I'm just gonna be informing my friends of what's about to happen here. This is absolutely amazing.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say that was the situation in the air around Starbase and also out there in the Indian Ocean. I was gonna say we're talking about the tank farm here at Starbase picking up and everything. I think somebody out of SpaceX's launch control center, they probably hit a wrong button. They maybe have like the Starbase tank farm here, and then right next to it, 39A tank farm. And they sort of might have slipped a finger or something and they pushed the wrong button because somehow, while all this is going on, look at that. There's venting out of 39A, Launch Complex 39A, Kennedy Space Center in Florida, and the Starship tank farm out there is venting right now. Both the liquid oxygen and the liquid methane side are currently active out of Launch Complex 39A. And guess what? That means they're getting ready for launch today out of 39A, but of course, a launch out of 39A of Starship later this year. So definitely putting pedal to the metal, basically.
That view there, the view right above me, that is live from Kennedy Space Center. That is not from here at Starbase. That's the Starship Tower over on this side, right above me right there. But the venting we see, you were saying that's the Starship tank farm. It just so happens to be that from this angle it's behind the 39A, right?
Yeah, it's behind the main, so the Falcon access tower, the former shuttle fixed service structure. It's sort of from this perspective. On the map, if you look at from above and with the north up, it will be sort of like top right, northeast of the map, basically. And the Starship.
Let me just see how loud my mic is. I'm gonna be briefing you guys on the flight plan of IFT-13. Of course, it's gonna be like IFT-12.
Now they're gonna be they're only doing Falcon heavies out of there. But yeah, you can see the tower right all the way on the right. There's like a
okay, so
we have seen the last
T-minus 15 minutes before launch, we expect the launch director to confirm whether or not prop load is go. Then T-minus 36 minutes, the booster will start filling up with liquid oxygen. After that, I forgot when liquid methane will load. I think a minute after LOX starts filling up with liquid oxygen. Then after that, T-minus 34 minutes before launch, the ship will start filling up with liquid oxygen and liquid methane. Then after that, T-minus 21 minutes,
we wonder ourselves,
the engines will
what is
start
going to
to
happen here on Flight 13? What's going to be happening
like the
on
Raptors
this
will
flight of
start to
Starship?
have engine chill. Simply, they will start filling up. I believe they'll start.
Well, it's largely
Oh,
a
John.
repeat of Flight 12, further demonstrating the capabilities of the version 3 vehicles. A lot went well last time, but there are still a few things that need some refinement and attention. One of the biggest being hot staging. During Flight 12, the booster flipped the wrong way by about 90 degrees. SpaceX says this was caused by slight differences in a ship's engine startup timing. For Flight 13, they are introducing a brand new and more robust startup sequence that should make the booster flip much more consistently as desired. This wasn't a huge surprise. The off-nominal flip was pretty obvious, and SpaceX's own static fire video of Ship 40 only showed a much different engine startup order than we observed on Flight 12. Back then, the plan had been to light all 3 RBACs first, followed by sea-level engine 1, and then the remaining 2 engines. But now, though, it looks like they're lighting 1 sea-level engine plus 2 RBACs, both in the area of the vehicle. This should create a required thrust imbalance to flip the booster in the right direction. Then, as the ship separates, the remaining 2 sea-level engines and the final RBAC will ignite. It sounds like a bit more work for the ship's GNC to account for, but nothing they can't handle. Surely. However, hot staging wasn't the only issue on Flight 12. The boost back burn also failed very early on. According to SpaceX, 5 of the 33 engines had problems relighting, which cut the burn short. Remember those flashes we saw during boost back? Those were Raptors failing to start. Now, SpaceX hasn't actually said if the problem was vehicle-related or just bad luck with those engines in particular, but they did say they've made vehicle-side hardware upgrades to improve relight reliability and update the engine alarms and abort criteria to better handle the realities of a multi-engine flight environment. Over on the ship side, things hadn't gone perfectly on Flight 12 either. The ship got during ascent pretty early on, and later had to abort its plane relight test of one of its sea-level engines subsequently. SpaceX says they've made necessary modifications for this flight, also mentioning additional reliability improvements coming to future versions of REP.
The biggest changes on Flight 13 will be on the ship side. Ship 39 carried 20 simulators and 2 modified Starlink V2 mini satellites, fitted with cameras and antennas to image the heat shield and send data back to the ground. This time,
real Starlink version 2 satellites for the first time. These will test solar panel deployment, ground communications, and laser links with the existing Starlink constellation. All these satellites will follow the exact same suborbital trajectory of the ship and burn up on re-entry. Their lives will be short, but the data they collect.
Yep. I don't know if they can actually at least transmit higher quality. I don't know those V3 like Starlinks can transmit like live out like exterior ship views. I don't know. They could probably do that. They're functional V3 Starlinks, so they should do it. They could probably do it. Yes, let's hope they do it.
Something we have seen on previous flights, plenty of flaps.
The app here will also feature modified timing and attachment methods to gather data on different designs. They're also flying load-sensing tiles to measure dynamic pressures on the set. This suggests Starship will not throttle down at the point of Max Q as it did last time. You know, it wasn't that long ago that Elon had mentioned skipping the program on Max Q entirely to boost performance. So it's no surprise here to see that SpaceX is pushing through even harder. Interestingly though, even with the higher dynamic pressures involved, the Max Q timing doesn't appear any different than on Flight 12. It might actually happen later in the flight when it's all said and done though. Whether that's more accurate timing this go around or just another discrepancy in published data, we'll find out soon enough.
There you go, folks. We are now under 90 minutes away from the opening window. Everything continuing to count down. We've got that clock in the upper left-hand corner saying T-minus. SpaceX confirming they are counting down, and we are coming up on that flight attempt in just about an hour and a half. If you're just joining us, NASAspaceflight.com, NSF, and we are basically a group of space nerds who sort of reach critical mass. We wanted excuses to watch more rocket launches. And so we started recording what's happening at SpaceX. So we started recording what's happening at SpaceX. We started live streaming tests and launches and that sort of stuff. To be able to go and cover
just looking for more excuses to be able to go and cover rocket launches.
But that's what we do here. We are not NASA. You may not be surprised to learn. We're not following a script. We're not reading anything like that. We are just hanging out, watching that clock count, and talking about different things as SpaceX Starship Flight 13 counts down towards the opening of that window. Remember, if you want to hang out with us, everybody's welcome here. You know how to get back to the channel on YouTube. There's a little like button for this. I don't actually know how many likes we have or anything like that. We just crossed over, I think, 1.5 million subs. Our 24/7 stream, Starbase Live, has been going for 5 years. And has 120 million
another ad.
So we are basically just a community of space fanatics. We love hanging out. We ask questions. We answer questions. We look stuff up. We don't know everything, but we love hanging out with y'all. We love answering your questions. And we appreciate you hanging out with us while we do this. Now, also remember, you know how to get back to the channel. Click the little thumbs up for us. It lets the YouTube overlords know that this is something that's actually kind of interesting. I'm not bored by that. You don't have to click it if you're bored, but it really does help us out. Let me do this really quickly, and I'm going to say thanks to just a couple people. Again, not going to make the entire stream about it. Oh my gosh, the scroll bar got tiny because I have not been doing this. I'm going to speedrun. Check winners. Gifted 5 red team memberships to the membership program, behind the scenes content and stuff like that. Armchair rocket scientist became a launch director. Bludnik is a powder rat. Paul did a store message grabbing something from the shop saying go Starship.
Silly Stream Parfait.
All right, cool name. They can almost certainly catch a Starship at 39 that was launched from Texas using orbital maneuvers. But could they use the boost back from a booster to redirect it to 39A instead of RTLS? We've talked about that question before, and I think the answer is we would not expect sort of a one-way fairy flight of a booster with a Starship on top of it from Starbase to the Cape. Alex, I said that right? Starship, sure. A booster, not so much.
A booster, not so much.
It will have to be more like a boost forward and without the ship on
boost
top.
forward,
The ship can as long as it's perfectly aligned
as long as it's
in its orbit and
perfectly aligned in its orbit,
should be able to go
further re-entry,
to
it should be able
Florida,
to
Starbase,
Florida,
or in the future if they
to
actually
Starbase,
go
or
ahead
in
with
the
the
future if they actually go ahead with the Louisiana
websites.
and sure, Louisiana
Purchase.
also.
Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah, exactly.
The problem with the booster is that it's too far.
The problem
I
with the
feel
booster
like
is
not
that
a lot
it's
of
too
people
far.
know how
I
far
feel
away
like not a
actually
lot
the
of
booster
people
gets
know
in
how
this
far
trajectory.
away actually the booster gets in this trajectory.
You look at the maps
It
and
proves
you're
to
like,
me
oh,
that
that's
you look at the
nothing.
maps and you're like,
The
oh,
distance
that's
between
nothing.
Starbase and
The distance
Cape
between
Canaveral Space Force
Starbase
Station
and
or
the
Kennedy
Cape
Space
Canaveral
Center
Space Force
is basically
Station or
adjacent, right?
Kennedy Space Center
That distance is
adjacent,
like
right?
1,000 miles.
That distance is like 1,000 miles, 1,600 kilometers.
When you look, for example, at how
when you look, for example, at how far
Oh shit.
on their flights,
Okay.
usually a Starlink mission, it's about
usually
600 kilometers, which is still another
it's about
1,000
600
kilometers
which is
short
still another
of the
1,000
distance that you need to
kilometers
travel to
short
get from
of
Starbase
the distance that you need to
Florida.
travel
It's
to get
true,
from
but without a
Starbase
ship,
to
the booster
Florida.
will be able to
It's
get
true,
a
but without a ship, the booster will be able
But then you also
to
need to
get
remove all of that
oomph.
for the re-entry.
But then you also need to remove all of
does not
that
do an
for the
entry.
re-entry.
So
Remember,
also
Super
end
Heavy
up
does
flying
not do
over
an entry.
Central Florida.
Okay.
You'd also end up flying over
We're about to reach sub 1 hour 20 minutes
Talked about this, we've seen hardware
from launch.
moving around,
We've talked about this. We've seen hardware moving around.
fixtures and stuff
We've
like that,
seen
but we expect
ideas
the
about
first
breakover fixtures and
boosters
stuff like
move
that,
from
but we
Starbase
expect
down
the
to the Cape,
first
it's going to be by
boosters
sea.
move
We're
from
going to hold up
Starbase
how
down
many
to the Cape. It's
lanterns
going
that
to be by
is,
sea.
because
We're
they're
going to
not
hold up
going
how
to
many
fly those
lanterns that
boosters
is,
there. They're going to
because
send
they're
them on a
not going to
barge
fly those
from
boosters there. They're going
Starbase
to
out
send them on a
to
barge
the Cape. Good
from
question, though. Appreciate
Starbase
your silly
out
string.
to the Cape.
Let me
Good
just grab
question.
a
Appreciate your
couple
silly
more
string.
here.
Let me
We've
just
got
grab a couple
Harry
more
saying, watch the
here.
Starship
We've
launch is the
got
perfect way to
Harry
celebrate
saying,
your
watch the Starship launch is the
anniversary.
perfect way to
Nice,
celebrate your
Godspeed SpaceX. Harry,
anniversary.
happy anniversary.
Nice, Godspeed
Appreciate you joining us.
SpaceX. Harry,
Hopefully,
happy
it's you
anniversary.
and plus
Appreciate
one
you
joining
joining
us here. You're
Hopefully
not
it's you
skipping
and
your
plus one
anniversary
joining us
to
here.
watch
You're not
it
skipping your
alone.
anniversary
We've got
to
Chris
watch
Barnett
it
doing 5
alone.
Red Team
We've
memberships.
got Chris
We've
Barnett
got
doing 5
Tunis
Red Team
Air.
memberships. We've got
That was a super chat coming through. Appreciate you.
That was a
Chris Barnett
super
says
chat.
third time's a charm. Go,
Chris Barnett says
wow.
third time's
Go
a charm.
Flight 13. Love you guys.
Go.
Another super
Go
chat
Flight
coming
13.
in.
Love you guys.
Anonymous.
Another super
Did
chat coming
a
in.
store
Anonymous.
message. When you check out
Did
from
a
merch in the
store
shop,
message.
put a little
When
message
you
on
check
there.
out
Check a
from
box if
merch
you
in
want
the
to share with
shop,
the
put a
stream.
little message on
Saying
there and check a
watching
box
while
if you
on
want to share with the
vacation
stream.
in
Saying
Paris.
watching while
So
on
thankful for your
vacation
commentary,
in
art,
Paris.
and
So
cameras.
thankful for your
Anonymous,
commentary,
we are
art,
thankful
and
for the
cameras.
cameras and commentary as well.
We
We're
are
glad you're
thankful
enjoying
for the
it. Glad
camera
we
and
can share
commentary
this
as
with
well.
you
We're glad
over
you're
there
enjoying it.
on the
Glad we
other
can share
side
this
of
with
the
you over
pond.
there on
Leads
the
me
other
to
side
ask.
of the pond. Leads me to
Everybody know what's
ask.
coming. Where today, we've got at least one person watching from Paris. Where today are you, chat, watching us from? Sitting at home? You're going to tell me you're like on the Mars or Moon or something like that. Let me know in chat where you are watching the stream from. Thank you, Alex. Spain. We've also got the UK.
Hey, one day it might not be from Spain.
We've got Scott.
Scott, are you back in California?
I'm in California, Marin. Okay, George Lucas is my neighbor.
Okay, George Lucas. Just throw that in there real quick. I'm over in South Padre Island on the roof of the Margaritaville. Ryan is in the UK. We've got folks all over. But tell us in chat where you are watching from today. It's always a cool thing. I'm not going to try to read them all, though. Julian, let's hope Flight 13 is the lucky number. That's a shot message as well. Thomas says, wonderful coverage. Comprehensive and professional. Whoa, wait, what? Without being stuffy, thanks. Thomas, we have a lot of fun doing this. We appreciate you. We're glad it works for you as well. Thanks for grabbing something from the shop there. I'm clicking on
Okay. I'm now going to brief you guys on the expected launch pattern of today's flight. At T-minus 15 minutes before launch, the launch director will be confirming prop load. It's just to ensure that everything is go. Maybe they would scrub it. I do not want to say the S word. It's called scrub, but like hopefully, like they don't want like strong weather. They do not like maybe like crazy clouds above me. For example, anvil clouds. They're not good. They also do not want any downrange boats or aircraft. Also, it's just to ensure that prop load is go, because if they did start prop load and there's something in distance, yeah, there's a lot of risk in doing so. They're gonna have to de-tank the entire vehicle. There'll be a lot of workers like disappointed, but of course, most importantly, it's not nice to have fuel staying like idle on a ship for that long. Of course, it will be like at least a free wet dress rehearsal, but it's not nice to just leave the vehicle in the elements, fully fueled as well. But after the launch director confirms prop load at T-minus 36 minutes, the liquid oxygen on the oxygen tank on the booster will start filling up, and in T-minus 35 minutes, the liquid methane tank, I believe, will follow up. Of course, the liquid methane tank will not be visible until a few minutes later, but it will definitely be fueled because of that huge transfer tube. After that, T-minus 34 minutes, the liquid oxygen, liquid methane tank on the ship will start fueling up. T-minus 21, I forgot. But within that range, the Raptor engines on the booster and ship will start to chill. They will simply be flowing liquid oxygen, liquid methane around the Raptor engines. They're gonna have to let they're gonna have to let heat dissipate or conduct out of the Raptor nozzle engines into the liquid fuel flowing through those engines. They're gonna have to let the engines chill at least, so the engines would run nominally. After that, I believe the booster and ship will complete prop load maybe 3 or 2 minutes before launch. After that, the flame diverter will spool up and activate. The flame diverter is basically that flame trench thing below the vehicle. It will spool up. I think the top deck will follow shortly after. Maybe the flame diverter should activate like 20 minutes or so. Then after that, the Raptor ignition should start. There's an ad. I don't like this. But the Raptor engines on the booster, all 33, will ignite at maybe 3 seconds before launch. And of course, T0 will be the release of the entire stack. The clamps holding down the vehicle from the OLEM will release and the entire vehicle will be off. After liftoff, after that, 1 minute after launch, we should be seeing max Q, which is the maximum amount of stress on the vehicle. I don't know if it's aerodynamical or what do you call it, structural, but yeah, you get the gist of it. After that, 2 minutes and 18 seconds after launch, we should see most engine caught off. Then after that, we should see hot stage at 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Yeah, then we should see boost back burn. I forgot when the boost back shutdown should commence, but yeah, the booster should have a nominal boost back on this flight. Of course, we want to see a nominal boost back. And after that, it's like IFT-12. It's like what IFT-12 was supposed to be. Minus the booster going haywire and impacting the ocean very hard, and the ship losing an RVAC and resulting in the cancellation of the in-space relight of a Raptor engine. But yeah, hopefully in this flight we would see in-space relight of a Raptor engine.
To join the other million questions.
And see, our problem is somebody asks like one question, and then we turn one question into an answer that's like 12 minutes long, and then we look at it like, oh, it's T-minus 60 minutes now. What just happened to the time? We like it. This is fun, right? We're not like following a strict schedule. Like, everybody shut up. It's like, nah. If you ask a question we're interested in, we'll keep talking about it. You may not be surprised to learn we talk a lot. Anyways, fill a lot of time.
Okay.
We really, what do we have?
Let's go, guys. Let's do this.
15 minutes left.
It's not quite to the evaporation time. Like when you get down to T-minus 20 minutes and then you blink and it's T-minus 11 minutes and you blink and it's T-minus like 3 minutes. I'm going to have to step away and check our robotic tracking cameras and all that sort of stuff up here on the roof. I haven't done that yet. Scott, I don't think you've seen, have you seen the tracking setup we built?
I've seen a bunch of previous videos, but you know, feel free to show me again.
Look, I can hopefully do this without causing too much ruckus. Here, if I turn the camera that way. Look at that. There you go. So that's it's a cinema head over there that we've got and 2 cameras.
Where is that 2 slimy saw? That one 2 slimy saw. That's right. Okay.
Yeah. If I lose it, I watch the telephoto lens, like the tighter lens. And if I lose it in that, then I can look at the wider lens and reacquire it. And I've actually got a little, I machined a little mount that gives me basically azimuth elevation adjustment, so I can get them coaxial, like exactly aligned, so the crosshair is exactly the same on both cameras. And these 2 things, as a gamer, you might appreciate.
T-minus 1 minute.
I control this whole setup with an Xbox controller. So if I want to track the launch, I'm literally just kind of
Our 13-minute hop on now. Okay, vehicle is still, the vehicle looks pretty on the pad.
The muscle memory to get the robotics, or to get the launch tracked here, but that is the whole system we've got running over here. We'll be grabbing some of the views from this all the way hopefully back to a booster splashdown. But
Godspeed, IFT-13 with. Okay, what am I saying? Sure not. Sure not.
We do have software that will use an API to send commands to this, but I have too much fun doing it manually. It's like the steam shovel sort of deal, right? I have an itinerary for my plane, but I like to fly it manually, right? Yeah, exactly. I think it's a lot of fun.
Okay, let's do this, guys. Let's do this.
My triggers, right? So my 2 index finger triggers. I can hold down the right trigger and it'll increase my rate, and I can hold down the left trigger and it'll decrease my rate. And as I'm sort of tracking the rocket, I don't move the thumbsticks really to increase the rate. I just bump the triggers. And by
Okay, let's check
the
the.
rates,
Oh.
that's how I up the rocket. Did I get the rocket? I did. Cool. It really is a lot of fun. Like, I'd love to take this and show this off at conferences like that. We have a lot of fun playing a video game and tracking the roads.
Playing a
video game cool, honestly. I just need to get that on the schedule next year. Did I know somebody to get an invite, or
just go into an exhibitor. If you ask any of us, we might be able to give you like Actually, I'm not supposed to say that.
No promises. No promises.
Anyways, yeah. This flight will feature functional V3 satellites, Starlink satellites. Yeah. I'm very excited to see the deployment sequence. Hopefully, they will even show the deployment of the solar arrays on those functional V3 satellites. V3 Starlinks. Yeah.
We also have Jerry Hike over here has a manual track as sort of a redundancy.
Okay, we're about to reach sub 10 minutes. 1 hour, sub 10 minutes.
Manually track it with a handle on just in case the robot we still have a track and the robots that are deployed.
I'm planning to also make a video of what do you call a video showcasing my paper models. If you didn't know, I like paper modeling. I made some Starship paper models already. I made Ship 33, Ship 34, Ship 35, Ship 39, and Ship 24. I made also Booster 18, Booster 19 with detailed engines, and Booster 6. 14. Yeah, 14. Booster 14. I am currently making Booster 7. It is almost done. Yeah, I already installed the grid fins. I didn't finish the detailing on the grid fins, but it's coming together well. So yeah.
We talked about doing that. Like a live map of Starbase, where shows where each camera is looking and what its field of view is. Like an overhead view would be really cool.
If you get enough angles, you can get enough angles. You can do some of the real-time tracking right?
Okay, anyways, we should...
I wish we could fly drones.
Oh, we already sub 10 minutes already. I didn't notice that.
China is like FPV camera chasing drones, chasing launch.
FPV kamikaze drone. The memories. Okay, just kidding. That was the joke. I'm very bad.
SpaceX should do it. They had the charging into battle shot last time. Did you see the video they put out? They had, I think it was a static fire, and the drone was like racing across the flats, and the terrain under the drone was like going fast as it approaches the launch pad. That was a static fire, wasn't it, Alex? Was?
Yes. I'm gonna have to dig through all the footage on my DJ set this year. It's like, it's becoming crazy the amount of footage I have.
Yeah, this is a good music.
We know how it is. If you need any of our stuff, let us know. But footage, terabytes and terabytes of footage, you know how it is. Hey, speaking of terabytes of footage, let's talk to our top performing terabyte footage capture.
Terabyte? Ah, screw this ad. I'll destroy whoever made it.
Let's see if we can top out to DYs. I think this is a throw to check in with DYs. So, D, how's it going out there? It looks windy.
It is going really well. Yeah, terabytes of footage is the perfect check-in. I was emptying cards yesterday, and I suddenly filled up my 4 terabyte drive I got for this trip. So I'll need to find more before, but. You know, you're talking about all the setup, so I wanted to sort of aim this way and point over to what I've got, where I have a similar robotic setup to DOS.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, I think this mic volume is good enough.
2 terabytes in like 40 minutes. It is shooting around 500 frames a second, so fingers crossed and stay tuned for hoping some slow-mo replays on that. But the same sort of setup that Das had, where he has multiple feeds sending back to Kevin in the studio, those 2 other cameras are both sending live. So hopefully I can keep it in the tighter shot the whole time, but if I can't, Kevin can go to the wide one here, go to one of Das's cameras, or go to Jerry's track. Like, that's the great thing on this. We can get the different angles. One area does have a pesky glass.
God bless Starship. Okay. God bless Starship. Starship is about to launch. Starship is about to launch. 1 hour, 6 minutes before launch. We have the screens. We are going to be seeing that launch very soon. Godspeed.
I mean, that just adds some texture to the sky, and looking in the direction of the rocket, I don't see a single cloud. But earlier we were talking about the team that makes this happen.
That is Starship over there. That's a Starship.
We had Max earlier this evening. We've got a whole crew. We've got Caesar on the audio. We've got Caesar's laughing. He didn't miss this, I don't think. That's fine.
Okay, John. This is Starship. Starship is currently on the pad. Feeling huh? Starship is about to launch very soon. 1 hour, 5 minutes from launch. Hi guys, I called my friends. I'm doing a stream. This is the
which was incredible.
This is the 13th flight Starship.
It is a huge team effort to make all of this happen, despite it being a small team.
Hi John.
We're really great.
Yes. This is Starship. Starship. It will fly in 1 hour 5 minutes. Crop load to start T-minus 50 minutes. Okay. Booster 20 and ship 40 will be soaring into the heavens very soon. This is the third attempt. I woke up to a very late, like for 2 attempts. Both of them were scrubbed. This is the third one. I'm streaming right now. I have a stream on here. Yes.
Watching the fueling of Starship already at this point, but it is a pleasure, a very warm day to be out here with that. I think I'm going to throw it back over to the studio, but all things here are looking good for launch.
Okay, guys. Nah, this is Starship. This is Starship.
Good deal, folks. That was D1.
I'm all alone.
Another robotic tracker, a high frame rate
camera on there on the telescope.
It's so beautiful.
Cameras.
That's the people on the top line.
He actually put out a launch here, but the fleet of
How is that? This is history. This is history. This is history being made.
So massive thanks to
they're sleeping in that room.
On the Starbase side,
getting everything ready this morning, and
It's on the camera right now.
I will say, a brief moment of silence.
That is the ship there.
For the NSF truck.
This is the tallest launch vehicle in the world.
Getting things set up.
Okay,
We have a truck that we purchased
and
years
both
and
ship
years ago
and booster
to do
our plans to perform madness.
And
they're both expendable. But this is still going to be an amazing flight. It's going to be spectacular.
Back from setup yesterday morning.
Yes.
The truck decided that it was
Okay, guys. You can see my. I'm going to leave now. You can watch my stream of my reactions.
There's noise.
Okay, bye bye. Okay, bye bye. Bye bye. Okay, guys. I just called my friends. Yeah. Their names are John, Eldred, and Alessandra. So yeah, hopefully this vehicle soars into the heavens today. Hopefully there's no S word here.
Something like that. The truck is done over 100,000 miles.
And hopefully it doesn't perform in New Glen. Okay, that's mean actually. But like, we are about to approach sub 1 hour, sub 60 minutes. Okay. We can do this. Oos!
Back channel some of the footage of the recovery of the NSF truck. But we're working on getting something new ready so that we can continue to have an operations vehicle out here. And of course we're able to have because y'all keep showing up and help us out with what we do. But the clock is ticking down.
T-minus just about
Godspeed.
1 hour and 2 minutes.
Godspeed, Starship. Godspeed, Starship.
Flight 13. Do we have any updates on the Alex Orion side?
Oh yeah, I can take a little bit of an update. Yes, we saw the tower van returning. It seems like I'm trying
Okay.
to my own screen because it's pretty tiny in my turn. But yeah, it looks like it disappeared again. Yeah, as I said before, we're talking about these sort of pulses. They flow a little bit of that oxygen, then sort of stop the flow, then they flow it again. So it comes on and on. It's just the last time that they do that, it's actually without oxygen, and you see a very big plume coming out of the tower. So if they are still on track,
Godspeed, Starship.
should begin in about 25 minutes or so. And so if that is still on track, then that means we should get to that point in the sequence really soon, because that usually happens like within the last 5 to 10 minutes of the conditioning of those lines. So.
Okay, 1 minute from sub 1, 60 seconds. We are gonna be 10 minutes away from launch director confirming prop load. Godspeed, Starship. Godspeed. I saw you in Alnada Pond Park today, bro. Hi, Mark Dylan, Alnada, Dubai. Dude, stop doxing me. I'ma beat you up, John, from Heinz 04. From Heinz 04. Okay. God bless Starship. Okay, 30 seconds from... This is not going to be a very big milestone, but we're going to be closer from that launch. And we're going to be closer from the launch director confirming whether or not we're going to have a launch date.
I'll be back around launch time to check in, and then of course during flight I'll be here as well. The operating time is this sort of stuff. But I will leave you in the very capable hands.
Okay.
Again, I'm John Gallagher, NSF here on the roof of Margaritaville.
This is not going to be a big milestone. It's just going to be sub 1 hour.
Take it away.
I just took a screenshot of that.
Just a couple quick things. We've got some very future questions for you, Scott.
God bless Starship.
Professor is asking
on today's flight.
Can we expect a booster and a ship catch? What do you think? How far away are we before we're catching ships? Because there's obviously a key component. You can't have a rapidly reusable launch vehicle if you can't get your launch vehicle back.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, the pressure is on. We should have been doing this by now. Yeah, you know, we're flying.
1 hour from launch.
Verify that they can relight the engines in orbit and control the re-entry, because we definitely don't want to have a multi-hundred-ton piece of stainless steel floating around in orbit with no way to control its descent. But that is really the big thing with the Starship catch. At this point, I fully expect. Also, obviously, in the previous flights, they had.
I've got a great idea. GoDaddy
Pitch to the nod.
to go with it. It only takes a few minutes to register one with
Because you're giving me an ad. I'm gonna destroy your warehouse. I'm gonna send the shahid into it. I'm gonna fly an RPG drone. An RPG hour.
Problems in its startup sequence, but you know, I think
What's an
if everything works on this flight,
that's right.
be the next flight.
The DDoS attack.
But
DDoS attack everywhere.
You know, I would want to be really 100%
10 terabyte bomb.
lighting on schedule before we even attempt a Starship catch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Manley's here. Scott Manley's here. He's here.
First glimpse of HLS. Hopefully soon, if they want to land on the moon in 2028, would be nice.
Would be nice. Yeah, I don't know when they're supposed to do that. I don't know what kind of requirements are in the contract. It sounds like what they're going to fly on Artemis 3.
Hey.
Using the HLS. It's going to be one of those standard, V3 starships with a docking adapter on the nose. And I'm not even sure how that's.
Okay, let's see the.
Oos! I don't know when we're going to see HLS hardware actually being built.
Indeed. And Sawyer, I'll hand it over to you.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
I am Sawyer Rosenstein. I am taking over for now on the launch.
I have some bomb this was gonna
That
was the joke, guys. Do not do that.
if all goes according to plan. As a reminder, it's worth noting that there is a chance that it could hold at T-minus 60 seconds. They do have that built in. They can
literally just said
and apparently
hold.
we're in a hold right now.
Yes.
Alex, do you have any updates or idea what's going on at the moment?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm looking here, and it looks like the clock.
Okay, I have Skittles with me. I do not know why.
So we'll stand by for a new launch time here. Of course, once we got that, we're gonna have that clock up and running. But yeah, it stopped at T-minus 57 minutes and 56 seconds. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it gets reset soon. Not to be surprised, because the goal of the hold for should be on the way, and it's at T-minus 15 minutes when they basically give the final go for Proton Go. So they're probably looking at their consoles, looking at their data, and taking a bit more of a careful look at all of the things as we still count down. But
Hold!
Hold. The other thing as well is that there's a 90-minute window, so they could hold for 90 minutes, an hour and a half, and they will still make the launch window. So just saying, don't step away, because there's still more to come.
Exactly.
Now fuck this, I want to launch.
It's just a hold. And it's worth noting they do have a 90-minute launch window. So there is absolutely still time for things to be worked out, to take a look at. And the other thing that's important to note is that when it comes to propellant load, this is slightly different from Falcon 9. You can see any other SpaceX launches.
Shit, there's a hold.
Falcon 9.
Okay, guys, if you didn't know this is bad, I do not want to hold, of course, but maybe there's a criteria that was not met. We should just give them time. I'm gonna eat some Skittles. I do not know why. Shit, okay.
Yeah, it's basically down to just the sheer size of Starship that they can basically hold a bit longer before the temperatures get too hot for them to basically continue with a launch campaign. Now, the other thing as well, I should probably point this out, because I was the don't trust the clock kind of guy before all of this. The problem is, now we are far into the countdown, that you can start trusting the clock when it stops, and when it does weird things. And so that is one of those things that I should point out, because I was very, probably annoying, let's put it that way, right? In previous times...
Okay, guys. Shit! No!
They did also reset after that hold at C0, and so it does sort of work a little bit wonky, but deep into the countdown like we are right now, it does feel, at least past timelines and past flights, it does feel like it's a bit more trustworthy. So if that clock is holding right now, most definitely probably that the real clock is also holding right now. So we'll stand by for a confirmation, of course, for SpaceX themselves, like an actual breaking out and publishing information out there saying this is why we hold, or maybe an exclusivity of sorts. Definitely, it definitely looks like that. I would say as well, normally, I was talking before about those places for the tower, for the vent, everything like that. Normally by this time we will have seen all of those, and for a prolonged time, like longer time of those, and we have only seen two. So it's a bit concerning, so like the idea that maybe this is probably slip a little bit more into the window is not that unrealistic. But we'll see what happens. Again, as I'm mentioning, 90 minutes in the window, plenty of time. Ripping gear for it.
Absolutely, and of course, Alex, if you see or hear anything on SpaceX, please just interrupt me, whatever we're talking about.
I'll yell at you.
Oh boy. I know we've talked about, of course, they're checking out things on the rocket as well, but Ryan, what about the range?
Shit. Come on, no scrub. There's a scrub, I'm gay.
Well, we've been seeing the range continue to be monitored right at the beginning of the station stream. Pretty much we saw those helicopters coming in, and we are continuing to see them. I think one is ready to get in the field, but we are continuing to see those assets being deployed out behind me to monitor monitor the immediate surrounding starbase in the Gulf, and that's just to make sure that if there's anybody on board that shouldn't be there, that was previously unaware that there was going to be a Starship launching whilst we're holding back. So I'm not sure in exactly what time, but fingers crossed within the hour. They just go out, give them a little bit of pass, make sure that they are cognizant of the situation, fingers crossed, are encouraged to move outside of the hazard zone so they are not in the way when the launch time comes.
Yes! Yes! Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god, yes! Count resume!
Yeah, it was released. It seems like it's only just 6 minutes. So yes, it will be at 5:51 p.m. Central Time. That is the new T0 here for the 13th flight of Starship. So as you can see, it's just 6 minutes out of 90. That's nothing. It's nothing.
Still plenty of time, yeah. And I mean, Scott, if we're talking about a 6-minute delay, we're not talking like, oh my gosh, this is something catastrophic, this is something that's worrying. It could be any of the minor little things that they want to look at, right?
Yeah, there's like so many things that want to line up. What is it? Von Braun said like 65,000 things have to go right to make that a rocket be successful, and only one has to go wrong. Well, they're checking all those 65,000 things.
Come on! Come on, no hold! Launch director should confirm prop load very soon. 50 minutes.
What it was. We certainly didn't know what exactly caused the shutdown last week. Yeah, we're moving onwards. That's what I'm excited. We're moving onwards. That's what I'm excited.
And we are now, from the looks of it, past the point of when it held just a few minutes ago. So already with that countdown as mentioned, the big milestone is at T-minus 50 minutes, which is when they do the go-no-go poll for propellant load. We'll also then know for sure once propellant
Shit a lot. Okay, that NASA space flight notification scared me. It's just a 6-minute pushback though. So we still have a lot of time to burn.
56 minutes to go now.
I don't like that skill. It's the first hour. Never mind.
Let's see here. I do want to take a moment. I do want to thank a couple of people here really quickly before we continue on with the questions. Grab Geek with a $200 tip. Thank you so much for that. The generosity is appreciated. Going Starbase Operations Vehicle Fund, Keep on Trucking, the thanks to behind the scenes as well to Machine, Go Starship, Go. Yeah, that's amazingly generous. Thank you so much for that. And then we had Cooper's 2007 with a $100 support message here saying thank you for all that you do this round on me. I really appreciate the support. That's how we're able to bring you all the different cameras and all the different views. Let's see now.
T-minus below 1 hour. We're now below 1 hour from launch. A riddle. Sure, why not? Let's do a riddle. Hi guys, we're in a stream. I have my friends. Okay guys. Hi guys. Here are my friends. Yeah. Huh? I have 4 minutes. I have 2 minutes to do the riddle fast. We're about to reach launch director prop load confirmation. Okay guys. Yes, do the riddle. 2 minutes I have. Oh wait guys, sorry, I have to leave now. I have to leave now. Bye. Okay guys, we are approaching launch. Okay. 4 min from LD prop load confirm thing get real join stream now. Shit. Okay. Loose.
roughly the same time. Of course, it will be the RVAC Act on the previous flight. Then we'll get the 20 Starlink V3s being deployed, prototyping in space traffic.
Fine, okay, Shauna.
About 40 minutes
No.
into flight, then the entry will come shortly after, and we'll then go through the transmit.
Shit. Come on, faster. Come on. Shit. 4 men from upload confirm. Join now.
1 hour and 5 minutes and 21 seconds after leaving Starbase.
Yes, good one.
That's what we like to see.
And I'm going to hand it over to Alex for
that. Let's see what's going on with Alex.
Yeah, well, more than up there, yeah, we're still on track for everything, and it seems like that government is continuing on track. And also the quick disconnect on I saw on the previous view, the lines are now frosty, so that's great. It seems like they are now pushing all those components up to the arm and getting ready for upload in just 25 minutes, if I'm not 15 minutes. Math, how does it work?
Godspeed, Starship.
Always dangerous to do math on it.
It's always bad.
But what isn't bad right now, as you mentioned, is the line getting frosty and everything proceeding towards countdown at this point. So you were talking about those frosty lines. Those were the frosty lines.
Yeah, you can see right where the vent is located. You can see the hinge for the arm to rotate away.
Okay, guys. We got this. We got this.
The one that is at the bottom, right below where the vent is located. You can see that is white. That is not any kind of insulation or anything like that. That's frost. The pipe is running that.
Okay, guys, don't mind those sounds. These are my stories. I'm sending them to my friends. My friends didn't notice that Starship is launching, and that's very bad. This is the largest launch vehicle in the world. I need to let them know this. Okay.
Sticking basically to the outer walls of that pipe. But yeah, things are progressing on time.
Exactly what we like to see and hear. Now, there's an interesting question that I saw brought up that, Scott, I want to put it towards you. So, we saw that sort of 6-minute delay. We saw Ryan checking the air and the sea and everything was relatively clear there. Someone was asking, what about the debris avoidance? Do they have to worry about that on the Starship?
Okay. Let's see if we're going for prop load. Come on. Okay. We should be going for prop load. We should be going. Yeah. Let's obliterate all the birds in the sky.
What I would say, however, is that I don't really know how to figure out how close they're allowed to go. The depth matters a lot more for things that are going into higher orbits.
Yeah, in the industry they are called colas. So if you're thirsty, go for space and real.
Yeah, that's right. It's a big deal, but it takes in the days of punched cars. They only envisaged having digits in space.
Oh my god.
Low past that number.
God bless Starship. Okay. Oh shit. Let's tune in. Let's hear the prop logo.
NASA had huge amounts of money, and we're talking about space-based solar power, and all the things that we are talking about right now. It might actually happen. Back then, they didn't know that they were
Let's see your prop logo.
all their money and all their dreams would be crushed.
Yeah, we'll have to wait to see that.
Neil Menon has posted images from the space station. I think that was taken a few hours ago based on the ISS pass schedule.
God bless. Godspeed Starship. Look at that. This is absolutely beautiful.
They all get excited. They all have watch parties,
so I'm told.
That's what I've heard as well. And again, from the space station, there have been a couple of times where the ISS just happened to fly overhead as Starship was launching. So I don't know what the alignment of the ISS is going to be in 48 minutes and 22 seconds from now, but
yes,
moving
further away.
Yeah, that's a shame. It would be really cool though.
And maybe it'll pass during the descent or some portion of the engine. I don't have the tools at my fingertips to figure that out. But it's possible they see something if they pass at the right time.
Jay should use his tool. We have our producer Jay, which has the
Yes, we're going for pop load. We're going for pop load. I think I was already announced. I think I didn't notice that, but it doesn't matter. We are going for pop load.
Chinese astronauts. Do they watch this? Because I'm sure a bunch of them are huge space fans. They want to be interested in this. But they may not want to be publicly visible how interested they are.
They can watch a Starship launch while eating some fried chicken, which they've cooked on town.
Yes, that's totally possible. Oh god, I'm gonna get fried chicken tonight. I'm absolutely.
Fried chicken or chicken wings?
Okay. We should be approaching LOX load at T-minus 36 minutes from now.
That has three people on it right now. And yes, they have cooked chicken wings or fried chicken of some kind on there before.
Yes, ISS has a similar oven.
Okay, we should be seeing prop load start. We are confirming prop load. Yeah? Okay. We're gonna see Starship launch soon. Come back very soon to see my stream. This is gonna be amazing. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I didn't want to see. Okay. Okay, I don't need them. We need Starship. We need Starship of us now. Look how beautiful that ship looks. We see that. I see that tower vent. That is probably liquid oxygen. They cannot pump liquid methane into the air, I believe. If we see that tower vent dissipate and disappear, then that means liquid oxygen load on the ship has started.
So yeah, continue to do that with task. Now that T-minus 15 minute point, so we're just waiting for official confirmation from SpaceX that everything is still on track and that they are go for round up.
And if they do begin propellant load, that will start at T-minus 30.
If they're not go for propellant load, I'm gay.
Seconds to go.
Yes.
That will begin ship oxygen load there, followed by the booster. And we have all of our cameras poised and ready to capture it. So everywhere you see the NSF, we have cameras there. So we have our river site. That's where you saw DY from, I believe was at one of the sites earlier. Passing by the SpaceX site there. See, we have a couple more placed right along the road here. Our highway site, also where you can see helicopters and roads and everything. This is Highway 4.
Oos! Come on, we can. Oos!
And then if we swing around, again, viewing this from the Gulf waters there, towards the other side, we then, if we have our north site, we also have our south site looking at it. So all of these are different places that they have cameras set up for this launch. That's a lot. And there's multiple at each. Some of them are remotely operated, some of them are human operated in person. And we also have the one at the Margaritaville Hotel at Padre Island, which is where DOS was earlier, and Project Ranch as well, who allow us to set up cameras there too. Thank you to both of them.
So
and that is that view from Margaritaville.
Yeah,
go ahead.
That's a hotel view. I'm sure some people watching, they're like, hang on, they have a north side, a south side, they have also sides.
Come on.
Where's the east side? And the problem is that
Ooh la la, look at that beautiful distant view. There's pad A and pad B. Crazy amount of venting.
It will also be in the way
Tank farm is alive.
So, I would probably have to be with SpaceX's consent. We cannot do that without any of that. So, yeah.
It's kind of like the grid fins
Okay.
on Booster 20 now. There's only 3 of them.
There you go. There's a beautiful vehicle there.
I kind of played.
Yeah.
I have this view, which is east of Launch East.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah.
East-ish, yeah.
East-ish. It's like east, southeast. Yeah. It's there.
It is there. And I do want to say that we're only able to do this because of some massive support. I know we're getting closer to launch, and then we'll focus entirely on everything going on. But I do want to thank Patrick Bob, the name we see here often, for giving 50 Red Team memberships. At any level of membership, you can see our members multi-view, where you'll see all of those different cameras right now.
Oh, sure.
We also have the Space Pope with a $200 tip, saying, if you need a Space Pope on staff to bless things in the official capacity, I'm available free of charge. Just need a staff shirt with my name on it. Space Pope, I think we can make that happen for you.
Just don't do what they do in Kazakhstan with the Soyuz rockets, where they sort of throw holy water. So it was like a demon or something.
I don't know.
I mean,
so can I ask, is the Space Pope in any way related to Max Singularity from EVE Online, who was also the Space Pope in EVE Online?
Ooh, some deep lore now we gotta find
He
out.
was at JPL, if I remember.
We need to ask.
We do.
Okay.
We also see all of that venting picking up. Again, Alex, what is all that venting coming from?
Yeah, right now the one on the tower, that is the oxygen chill down that we're doing there on the tower line for the liquid option side. And then on the tank farm, that is nitrogen right now, they're venting as part of their subcooling and the chill downs and whatnot. It's a bit of a weird thing that we have still not heard anything from SpaceX officially, because right now we should be like, under 5 minutes to go for people to learn if they are still on track, and everything that we're seeing right now, all of these vents and activities that we're seeing from the tank farm, the tower and whatnot, just point out that they are on track. So it's interesting that we still have not gotten that update.
Yeah, that's a bit strange, but then again, it's not concerning because the clock has continued to count so far. After we had that 6-minute pause, so rather than targeting at exactly 5:45, it appears to be about 5:51. And this is one of our views we call the danger lock. We have a trailer over there, and this is one of those views. You see how close it is, and that is why we call it the danger lock, because the cameras that are placed there are certainly in danger. But,
dude, are you serious? It's an ad on my TV.
Last time we had one for the first V3
Do not sleep tonight.
It bent one of the solar panels and moved a trailer that had bricks holding it down. So, just to give you an idea of the power of Starship V3.
Okay, we are about to reach sub 40 minutes.
Let's see. I guess as we get towards the final portion of the countdown, right before prop load, Ryan, can you give us one final update on just checking what you see on the weather and what you see on the range?
Very brief look, not seeing anything too obvious. Weather, as you can see, I don't know any fancy graphics to tell you this. The weather is great. You can see that on the screen. Blue skies.
Absolutely. And a reminder, as we hit the 40-minute mark, this is the 13th flight of Starship. That is Booster 20 and Ship 40 over at Pad 2 at Starbase, Texas. The goal will be to deploy 20 Starlink V3 satellites into a suborbital trajectory, 6 of which will have cameras on board. And fingers crossed, SpaceX gives us the live views from those satellites. That would be spectacular. We did get some on Flight 12, so hopefully we get even more on this one. We'll also expect them to do an in-flight relight of the engines on board, and hopefully have it splash down in the Indian Ocean. The booster is set to then do a boost track burn, and if all goes well, splash down in the Gulf off the coast of Starbase, something they were not able to do on Flight 12 due to issues that they had with the boost track burn and it kind of going in the wrong direction. But we hope all of that is resolved. I mean, Alex, SpaceX has been talking nonstop about the changes that they made. They feel very confident with this now, right? I don't know if we can hear you.
Sorry, I was muted. Talking while muted. It's the usual thing these days. But yeah, it seems like they are on track. I'm not sure why we don't have that official confirmation. I think they probably are just gonna say, yeah, we're loading propellant once they start loading the propellant.
Yeah, because we should be coming up on that.
2 minutes from propellant load. 2 minutes from propellant load.
So we are keeping an eye.
Take a screenshot of that, send it to Instagram, so my friends know. They are not noticing this. They should notice this. This is bad for them. They're not gonna witness history, man. Come on. I need to help them. I need to save them. They need to see this. Logs, booster, load, God, speed.
I mean, the physics that goes into loading that much propellant into this large of a vehicle in under 30 seconds.
I mean, boy, I'm gonna say that I know that there's a lot going on because you have a lot of kinetic energy if you're trying to move that through. But if you give it too much kinetic energy, you're gonna warm the propellant and you're trying to keep it cold. So
Jamal Natanai is going to Omar. Jamal Natanai is going to Omar. Jamal Natanai is going to Omar. God bless his soul. It's amazing there, though. I like it there.
Again, it is a lot of
to make that happen at that rate.
Okay. It really is. And that is really a large amount of propellant.
Okay, 63,000 people are going to witness history. There's 63,000 people on the NASA Spaceflight app. They're going to witness history. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god.
About a minute or so from and once that begins, the ship methane load will start.
Okay, prop load just start. I'm booster.
Alex, what do you see? Any indications that they might be in prop load?
Yeah, it looks like that tower vent is dying now, so the ship.
It's becoming heavy bit.
What? Already?
Yeah. It's being closed off, and as they close it off, it sort of starts speeding. Yeah.
And we have confirmation.
Okay.
There we go.
There it is. Post from SpaceX. 6 seconds to go. Propellant load is officially underway.
It's like the most anticlimactic post. It's like this is the biggest rocket they've ever made. 5,000 tons of cryogenic propellant are actually open into this thing in 30 minutes, and they've just said, "Propeller's begun."
It's basically what I told you earlier. We're gonna say, we're under propellant load. There you go. And it's like you're gonna run 5,000 metric tons of propellant. It's basically like a mini.
Yeah. At this point, the methane should be loading into the booster, and there's only one part left to begin on the top load. And as mentioned, that as the start, it should be happening in about 15
God bless Starship and Super Heavy. They have begun prop load, I believe. That's liquid oxygen frost there? Is that? Nah, that's frost on the piping of the quick disconnect arm.
SpaceX make
Kevin, yes.
things that are boring, right? They land boosters all the time. It's just normal.
Then it's our job to hype it up. Shall we do it?
Oh, the hype video. That's either SN5 or SN6. That's SN15. Oh god. That's ship 39.
We have liftoff.
We have 33 healthy Raptor engines.
And hot stager, look at that.
Wow.
Fly, baby, fly.
Let's go! The booster is no go for a catch.
Yep. Yeah, there will. Or else I'm gay. Let's do this! Let's do this!
There's the hype that we needed, folks. Chat getting into it. The video pumping us up. And now propellant load should be underway. So now we're going to have to keep an eye on the booster is probably the easiest to see, but also there on the back of the ship.
Look at that. That's amazing. That's beautiful. There are less leeward tiles on the ship.
Right, that's essentially a loading timer, right? Of like how fast the propellant's loading up.
It's a progress bar. That's the word you're looking for.
That's the word. Thank you, Scott. Yes.
It's like me earlier. I forgot that what an asterisk was. We've all done it. We've all been there.
In fact, if you look on the ship, you can see it looks like a little bit of vapor there right around the hot stage range. So it seems like prop load is continuing. And again, this is really fast.
Come on.
As you mentioned,
We're about to reach up 30 minutes. It's not really a big milestone, but we are underway in prop load.
So it is going to go very quickly. And it is also super chilled propellant against the very hot air that is in South Texas right now. The current external temperature outside is 91 Fahrenheit or 33 Celsius. Inside, it's going to be now in the negatives. So it's going to be a lot colder there, and that's why we get that frost line. You can also see some of that venting and vapor there. Towards the bottom of the launch mount itself, that's another good indication of it climbing. And taking a look there from the quick disconnect arm there.
Oh, LOX! Frost! Liquid oxygen frost on ship!
Running through that.
Liquid oxygen frost on ship!
The parts of the tower that we're looking at.
LOX load on ship. Liquid oxygen frost on ship. Liquid mid oxygen frost on booster! Ah!
So you've got this quick disconnect that goes on there, the second quick disconnect that goes on there, the second quick disconnect further up above the booster. The Starship was called there. Everyone's just forgetting what these things are called. Space flying to space thingy that lands. Space flying to space thingy. So yeah, I mean, look, you want to load these things from the bottom. What you don't want to have is stuff pumping in from the top and then tumbling down like a waterfall inside. That adds energy to everything. So you pump from the bottom, and that reduces the amount of energy you're putting into this whole thing. You don't want to put bubbles in there because that'll actually reduce the density. And you'll be tapping at the top. You'll typically tap off any of the gases that get evolved and stuff as well, because that's what the gases will end up.
Yeah, we want it in liquid form for this. For the liquid liquid oxygen.
Want it as dense as possible because that gives you more fuel in your rocket, and more importantly, when your pumps are running in the engines, it puts more fuel in the engines more quickly.
Come on.
That's why SpaceX does densified propellants. These things are called.
Boss!
Wants to do that. SpaceX is still the only company that's doing that.
There we go. Stop 30 minutes.
When you're dealing with launch vehicles that have mass margins to orbit of the order of a few percent, having a couple of percent gain in your vehicle capabilities adds up very quickly. Adds up to get multiple 1 or 2% gains in performance. And that's really how SpaceX has worked. They've just added lots of small gains over time to Falcon 9 and obviously to Starship.
And that's why at under 30 minutes to go until launch, they can still be in propellant mode and have been in propellant mode for less than 10 minutes and will still be ready on time. And as a reminder, they do have the ability, if they get to the T-minus 60-second mark, the 1 minute mark, and see something they don't like, or want to verify their data, or just take a breath, then they can do so. They have the ability to hold at 1 minute. So if we get there and they do hold, don't freak out. I know chat's still going too anyway. It is indeed something that they have the ability to do. But now with that propellant loaded, once it is full, they're essentially committed to a no more than 15-minute window there from when they are fully loaded to when they have to either launch or call. I think at this point, though,
come on, come on. Yes, everyone, hop on, hop on. This is the largest launch vehicle in the world. The tallest launch vehicle in the world, I mean. I don't know if it's taller than the Block 2 vehicle. I think it's a bit shorter. Bit taller, I don't know, I forgot.
Booster will splash down off the coast once it completes its portion of the mission. And the ship, after deploying Starlink V3 into a suborbital trajectory and re-engine igniting tests, will then splash down in the Indian Ocean off the coast of Western Australia. That is the goal for today's mission. Hopefully they get to all of those. Hopefully we see splashing down. Hopefully we see splashing down. Oh man. That frost line continuing to ride there. You can also see a bit on the ship.
Okay.
I just want to clarify. I know you're listening to Alex, but which one is the oxygen tank and which one is the methane tank?
Ooh la la. We're not seeing liquid methane frost on the booster yet because that big huge transfer tube is sucking all of that in.
During the shutdown last week. They talked about how they were collecting moisture in the system, apparently affected valve openings.
There we go. Yeah, I know Alex is listening intently to that at the moment as well to give us
Yeah, and I'm wondering now, actually hearing that, because of course they're process for pressurizing the tank, which we all know will introduce water into the tanks.
Well, la la, look at that beautiful aerial view of the vehicle.
Wait for the full update at this point. Again, 26 minutes and 45 seconds. All is going to plan, which is so far. Let's see. Alex, I know we got a little bit of info there on some of the information here. So we see Dan Hewitt popping up again. Alex, let me know when you're ready to give an update on not only just what they said with that, but what the testing has been since that attempt to then kind of mitigate that, what they had to do to change things out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 4 engines went out. They found out that they had issues with the oxidizer fuel pumps. The oxidizer fuel pump is like right above the engine. It's right next to the tank, basically. It's the one that up top, and that is the one that pumps the liquid oxygen into the engine, and it allows them to be able to
look at that beautiful frost on the ship.
Into the engine of that liquid oxygen, so that they can then power the engine, of course. One of the things that they found out is that when they took the engines, at least 6 of the engines had issues on their oxygen fuel pumps, and what happened is that they found moisture in those pumps as part of some of their pre-launch flows and whatnot, that they might have gotten that moisture into the pumps, and that's sort of what they found. 6 engines were swapped at the very least. They found those issues. We've seen 7. Remember, one of them went back.
Oh, look at that.
To the booster, right? So that sort of lines up with what we have seen so far. And then one of the other things as well is that they confirmed that if they have 3 engines or more of the Raptor engines not igniting at liftoff, they abort the launch. So as part of their launch coming
we were able to reach sub 20 minutes. Sub 20 minutes from launch.
And so that's why
let's go, let's do this.
The count, and this is the launch for that day. And so basically they can look at different things, basically stop that. They did that little space the other day on Wednesday. They were able to check that everything is good with the pumps, and that there's nothing wrong with the pumps, and they are able to proceed for today's launch. And so they are able to proceed for today's launch.
There we go. So that was the first launch attempt. Then the second one yesterday. The first launch attempt.
I love all of you from NASA Space Flight.
but
I love all of you. I love all of you. I love all of you. Who said scrub in the chat? I will rape you. I swear to God.
Better vision of everything that was going on, and I'll have more updates on that in just a second. But Scott,
Okay. 21 minutes. At T-minus 21 minutes, we should see Raptor Chill start up. They're gonna be flowing liquid fuel, liquid oxygen, liquid methane into the Raptor engines. They're gonna be chilling those until launch. They're gonna have those liquids flow into the engine. They're gonna cool the engine so it's in a nominal temperature for ignition.
About the weather. It was cloudy yesterday. That was a bit of an issue, but apparently there's ability for them to now launch. Alex is working on getting all the details on that. So we're going to get in just a little bit to get a full update on that. But Ryan, where are we at right now about in the upload and the countdown here?
Oh my God! Yeah, I don't give a shit.
So, as you were asking earlier, Sawyer, we have liquid is the bottom tanks on both Starship and Super Heavy, and with liquid methane being the top tank on both bigs. And as you can see, I'd say maybe kind of 30% mark on the booster prop load, maybe 20 to 30% on the ship.
Okay. Test. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Another story being made. We need my friends here so they can see this. They are missing out in history. All of them. I can't believe this. About to reach sub 20 min. Let's fucking go. Join now.
At NASAspaceflight.com NSF. So cool. Again, I say that we're all geeks here. We love doing this. We're just as excited as you are as we to watch at this point. So Ryan, when we get past the propellant load complete, once they actually load up all the propellant, it should wrap up about 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Can you run us through that last 2 minutes of the count there?
Absolutely. So we are first going to find the whole point. Now, if you weren't with us for the first watch attempt, that whole point has been moved. It used to be at T-minus 40 seconds. That is now 60 seconds old! So it's at T-minus 60 seconds. So it's T-minus 60 seconds also. T-minus extra time, just give SpaceX a little bit more breathing room as they go through the very dynamic phases of getting ready for launch. You know, they're about to fly the biggest rocket ever built in 60 seconds time. So it makes sense why they would have wanted to move that whole point back a few seconds. Then we will get the flight director verifying that they are go for launch. So the final go call comes up at 30 seconds. This is shortly followed by the start.
Stop 30 minutes soon! Stop 20 minutes! Oh my God! Oh my God! There's a beautiful drone on the left part of the screen. You saw that? You saw the left part there? Now rewind. You saw a drone. You saw that drone. You saw that drone. You saw that drone. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Come on. Oh my God. Fuck off. Oh my God. Fuck off. There's a GoDaddy ad. There's a GoDaddy ad.
There are two separate systems that work together. The flame protect the flame.
Stop 20 min at 10 min. I stop update after launch. The reaction on YouTube.
We got the first attempt, excitement guaranteed. That's for sure. As we pass under 20 minutes now, we mentioned the first attempt we found out with the issues with those engines that were swapped out. Yesterday's attempt, it was very cloudy, and they wanted to clear skies to get past imagery. But Alex has a little bit more on the weather and SpaceX's launch criteria that we now know about.
Yeah, that's also part of what we were talking before, that you know, when they said yes,
oh, the vehicle's getting frosty.
Because of visibility, they really meant it. They really want that good visibility, which is why today they're going into propellant load, and the sky is blue. Well, it's a bit less blue in this camera, okay, sure, but it's blue skies, no clouds, good visibility, and that is no such, I can see now running.
Okay.
SpaceX is, that is there, so yeah, it's already there. But this launch in particular, they want to run at high dynamic pressure, run at high dynamic pressure during the time as all the time, as you go through the ascent portion, the air hits the tiles, and they want to make sure air hits the tiles fall off from the ship. And so they want to have some imagery in the ship because they want to have some imagery.
Okay, guys, let's do this. 82,000 people, 83,000 people watching IFT-13. This is insane. There is people realizing how amazing this flight is going to be. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Let me test my mic here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys, let's do this. Okay. Okay. 17 minutes of launch. Let's do this. Okay.
Let's be clear. I want to actually, if I had the opportunity.
Yes, this is good. My mic quality is good. We are go for launch.
Exactly how many times
Fueling should stop at 2 minutes for both ship and booster. Look at that beauty there.
Can be damaging in certain locations. We talked about this earlier. Ryan Weber was talking about that as well. He works on airplanes, so if anybody in our team should know, he definitely knows. It's not a condition that you will definitely decide to fly in, but if you had to fly,
maybe you can take it, right? And so
maybe you can take it, right?
So
that's
when you're shooting first roll,
airplane lag vibrations,
there's a thunderstorm above our airport, from Florida to Mississippi or something like that. Yeah, sure.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That's the vehicle! Look at this. The frost is rising very fast. They have much more powerful turbo pumps here, so that means they can fuel the vehicle much more faster.
Well, how are they going to do that hourly flight cadence that they want to do if it's raining or storming? Because most rockets can't fly. Although we did see just yesterday a Chinese rocket take off that got struck by lightning on the way uphill and still deployed its payload in orbit still. We don't want to see that with Starship, but it's good to know that they run the calculations that it can at this point. If something were to happen, still make it to space for that. Reminder, this flight is not going into orbit, though. This is a suborbital flight, which means it will take off from Texas, right there, in Starbase, eastern part of Texas, and the mission will complete in the Indian Ocean. Will not do a full complete orbit. This is not going to be a booster catch or a ship catch. So as you've seen in the past, that it catches the booster and those chopsticks that you see kind of at the top there, the tower on the top left. It will not be doing that for this flight. This flight goal is to get the booster to perform the booster burn
and then splash down in the
come back and then splash down in the Gulf.
Although, I'm laughing because I was sort of pointing out initially for the feed that if
there might be, and
just saying for our back channel here as well,
just saying for our back channel here as well,
for
keep
today's
an eye
flight,
on that tower
because
for
maybe
today's
they do some
flight,
simulated
because
catch on
maybe
the
they
tower.
do some
Booster
simulated
will do its
catch
thing
on the
out of the
tower.
Yeah,
way.
they're gonna do
Booster will do
uncatch test. They're gonna do uncatch test. They're gonna be actuating those chopsticks. They're gonna do that. I swear on my life. I swear on my life. They're gonna do that. Wallahi. Wallahi. Okay. Wallahi, bro. Okay. Okay.
This flight, however, I do really want
Ads! What? What?
And it will not be surprising if they were to do some kind of submission with those chopsticks up there on the tower. So
With those
keep an eye on
chopsticks
that.
up there,
If you want,
if you want,
on Stardust Live will have multiple
I think on
camera
Stardust
views as
Live
well.
will have
You can
multiple
replay those
camera views as
after
well.
they
You can replay those
so
after live. Definitely lots of different.
Okay.
Absolutely, and it looks like the landing rails are up for this as well. And it looks like the landing rails are up for this as well. Right? The landing rails
80.
Yes.
Okay. 89,000 people are here at NASA Space Flight to watch history. History. I swear.
That little bump is the landing rail being lifted.
They are also the catch height and
they are also the catch height.
Yeah, for those who don't know, that is what the booster will be caught
Yeah, for those who
on.
don't know, that is what the booster will be caught on. Is the landing rail that you see on top of
You'll notice
those
that there are
chopstick
grid
arms.
pins on the outside.
You'll notice
Three
there
of
are
them.
grid pins
Two
on
of
the
them are
outside.
actually
There's three of
designed
them.
to take
Two
the
of
weight
them
of it
are
and
actually
land
designed to take the
essentially
weight
on
of
those
it and
grid pins
have it
on
land
top of
essentially
that,
on those grid pins. On top of
the
that,
landing part
those,
there, the part sticking up kind of
Okay. Okay, let's do this. Us.
on an airplane or something. That is the landing rail there. And there's one on the other
Us.
sometimes think that it's like
people sometimes think that it's actually
and
the chopsticks of hug
a grip
and
on the
keep
booster or something
a
like
grip
that. No,
on
they're actually like
the booster or something like that. No, they're
grip
actually
pins
like little nuts under the grip pins
and then the chopsticks
where
themselves have that landing rail.
and then the chopsticks themselves have that
knobs
landing
just
rail,
basically
and
land
so
on those rails.
the knobs
It's
just
sort of
basically
like
land on those rails.
I don't know, like
It's sort of like
or something like that.
I don't know, like a carrier landing or something like that. Just without the cable, instead of a cable, it's just
like a landing rail. Basically, it's what it is.
like a landing rail. Basically, it's what it is. There, you can see it.
And again, they will not be using it with an actual capsule.
And yet they will not be using it with an actual capsule on this flight. They may see the arms close in and do their thing as if it was, but not for this one. And same with the ship, that they have not caught a ship yet.
But they have not caught a ship, and that will be
They have not caught a ship.
If they're lucky, if today's flight objectives
If they're lucky, today's
are
flight
successful, there's a good chance both catches may happen on the next flight. I'm hopeful. Definitely the booster. If they do the
Definitely the
booster,
booster. If they do the
it's about
splash
time
down
that
the
they get
booster.
started with
Us.
reviews, right?
Us.
At least the
Us. 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 Okay. We got this.
Version, it'll be a little bit quicker.
Faster, I guess, will be the word for that. Yeah.
Faster, I guess, will be the word.
And again, this is not going orbital, but it is going on a suborbital.
Yes.
In case people might be out there wondering.
Ad. I swear to God. I'm gonna destroy my monitor.
Well, Starship is of course flying towards the southeast out of Starbase, just a little slightly different trajectory than what they did on B1. It's going to be threading the needle between the U-turn peninsula in Mexico and Cuba. So if you're on your holidays in Cancun right now, look up when you see it. But keep the stream on your phone, keep listening to us, but look up when the vehicle starts flying, because you might see something. Or if you're on a cruise in the Caribbean right now, you should also do the same. I'm not guaranteeing you'll see anything, but those sort of areas is probably going to be the best areas to try and see this ship flying, because of course
Okay, stop 10 minutes, we're very soon. We are closer to launch.
No promises.
I swear, this is amazing. Yes.
And they will be doing a
This is amazing. This is amazing. Yes.
Simulators, actual V3 simulators will not go into orbit.
Which will not go into
But
orbit.
the other test will be an engine relight.
But
And
the
it
other
has
test will be an engine
minutes
relight.
to go until
Under
launch.
10
And
minutes
that,
to
I
go
believe,
until
goes
launch.
somewhere over
And
the
that
south,
leads
over
supposed to
South
occur
Africa.
somewhere over
So if you're in
over
that area
South
where I believe
Africa.
it'll be night
So if you're in
around
that area where I
point,
believe it'll be
or
night
to it,
around that point, or
may
close to
might
it,
as well go out
yes,
and take a look up as well.
might as well go out and take a look up as well.
Yeah. Hopefully they get that in-space
hopefully they get that in-space relay
that will allow them to be able to do orbital flights.
That will allow them to be able to do orbital flights.
And if you do catch any video or pictures of it,
And if you do catch any video or pictures of it, tag us on the socials, right? At NASA Spaceflight over on X,
IG on Instagram, or on Facebook
for IG on Instagram, or on Facebook thread.
There's also some other awesome photos and videos that
There's also some other awesome photos and videos that will be coming from our team out in the field after lunch.
Looks like, what do we have going on now?
What do we have going on now?
Looks like we have a little bit of flap testing that
Looks like we have a little bit of flap testing that was taking place, which is what we usually see around T minus 10 minutes.
Flaps are moving. 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 Flaps are moving.
Approaching 79% in change on both tanks on the booster. So good progress with fueling, good progress with the flaps.
And it looks like the ship header tanks are now being loaded as well. Main tank are almost fully loaded. So the header tanks are now being loaded on the booster. It seems like also the landing tanks are pretty much all ready to go as well. So that's good because we always talk about the bigger tanks, the main tanks. The landing tanks are also quite important for those two stages. The main point of returning them back to Earth.
The main point of returning them back to Earth for reuse.
A little bit. Anything else you're hearing, Alex?
Anything else you're hearing, Alex? Are you working any issues that we know of at least?
No, so far so good. There's nothing really.
So far so good. There's nothing really of highlight. The weather, as you can see,
oh my goodness, it's clear.
Oh
you
my
can see
goodness.
no clouds.
It's clear. You can see no clouds.
We are 8 minutes away.
Okay, guys, I'm going to be wearing my SpaceX hat now. I'm arming my SpaceX hat. I have my SpaceX hat on. Yes, I have my SpaceX hat on.
Shaking.
As you can see.
Forgive me, but as you can see,
blue skies,
no single cloud. The only clouds are from that engine chill line on the right hand side there of the quick disconnect. Of course, they're still running that. They're conditioning the engines, preparing them for flight in just 7.5 minutes from now.
All proceeding according to plan, and
All
hopefully,
about 15 minutes from now,
Okay, we are getting closer to launch. T minus 7 minutes from launch. 1 minute has already passed. Time is flying by. Time is flying by. And I can't emphasize how excited I am. Time is flying by. Okay, get ready for launch. There's the beautiful step. There it is.
From space, they get to see that, which is always still mind-boggling to me.
I'm really hopeful that we get some of the camera views from the simulator upstairs. The actual satellites, 6 of them have cameras on them to look at the heat shield. And one of the things that happened on the last flight, I think they just didn't get much footage because we've seen the same footage all over, but not any more than we've already seen. Like, you don't see the ship actually rotating. They rotated the ship around so that the satellites could have a view of the tiles and whatnot during that imagery testing that they did of the I'm
vehicle.
hopeful we're gonna see more of that.
I'm hopeful we're gonna see more of that in this flight with more satellites. Hopefully they get more data.
Absolutely, and we'll get to see how the cameras view.
And we'll get to see.
Shit is getting real right now. The vehicle is about to launch in 6 minutes from now.
Hopefully, we see if we don't see any actual.
Okay, guys, I'm informing you. This is the last information I'm gonna give you. You should hop on right now. Let's go. Bye, guys. Shit is getting real, guys. Shit is getting real. Shit is getting real.
It's still normal. That's still expected.
And Ryan, we have a lot of engines on board.
We have a lot of engines on board this thing. A reminder for people.
39 engines. Okay, 39 engines. I'm not gonna lie. There are 33 engines on the booster that are going to like those 6 engines at the top will be lying later on. The booster will be performing a crazy ass boost factor with all 33 engines split. This is gonna be crazy. This is how crazy this flight here is going to be.
And it beat the record set by Starship 2. So SpaceX continuing to beat their own record pretty much with every iteration they make to this vehicle. The power is indescribable.
Okay.
See with your own eyes in
T minus 5 minutes from launch.
Alex, how are they looking over at SpaceX?
Is a different kind of hustle.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Still good to go.
I don't care, I don't care.
Here we're approaching the top and now of that
There we're approaching the top and now of that tank.
The frost line there is very nice because you can see very much up until the end of the tank. Basically wrap up the load of the belly. There's barely any on that rocket. So we are getting close here to the top of the
Beautiful ship. You're about to wrap up propellant load. 2 minutes from wrapping up propellant load. Let's see if we're gonna take that 60-minute hold. That is what we're in.
We're gonna start seeing the purges on the structure at the base of the launch mount. At the base of the launch mount.
Okay, guys, get ready for launch. Okay, guys. Okay. Yes. Okay, guys, let's get ready for launch.
The interface is the equipment arm from the tower so that they can swing out at C0. And they clear the lines, they do what is called pushbacks, making sure that everything is ready for liftoff. As Ryan was saying earlier, T-minus 25 seconds. Ignition suppression system is activated. Missed nitrogen and water.
Yes.
The engines
will come on first.
Okay. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. Yes.
And hopefully just a few seconds later we'll have the engine. So stay tuned because we are just 3 minutes, 10 seconds away from the propellant.
Hell yeah!
As fast as the propellant load started,
it should be wrapping up here in just a little bit. We're about 10 seconds away from booster propellant load completing, so that is the liquid methane, liquid oxygen, onboard booster, that is booster 20, the large part of the bottom, which is the little triangle ring, is the integrated hot state ring, so that should be complete fuel. That should wrap up as well on the ship. About 30 seconds from now, that should wrap up as well on the ship, which also uses the liquid methane and liquid oxygen.
There we go, there we go. There is the ship in all of its glory, the vehicle in all of its glory. This thing will be lifting off the pad. It's a literal building.
Ready to go.
Yes, this is a literal building that is going to launch. Yes. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
There's a little bit of a vent in there.
Yeah.
A vent in there from the bottom of the
and a little
bit more so. Okay, both
oh shit!
all the purges now going. Oxygen and methane purges going on. And as a reminder, if they hold a T-minus 60 seconds, they basically can stay there for a few minutes. If they have to 10 minutes or so. The problem would be if they activate the deluge, right? If they go through and they activate the deluge and they have to hold, then that will be a problem for today. Hopefully that does not happen.
No, that will not happen. If that happens, I'm gay. If that happens, I'm gay. I'm saying it. It happens, I'm gay. Beautiful. 33 R3 raptor engines.
There should be another one in T-minus 1 minute as well. 90 seconds.
Look at that beautiful chill. Look at the beautiful frost. Look at that. All those raptors are chilled.
Thank you for tuning in and watching, everybody at home. We're 10 seconds away from that T-minus 60 second gate.
Okay. Let's see.
If we're going to hold or if we're going to push right.
And we are pushing through. No
yes!
hold in the countdown.
Yes!
Hold in the countdown.
Yes! What?
Until launch.
Okay. Oh fuck, there's a hole. There's a hole. Hold.
I'm not sure why our clock is showing a hold. We are
I'm
not
not
holding.
sure why our clock is showing a hold. We are not holding. We are
Oh! Oh, we're not holding.
through.
Let's see. Flame trench?
T-minus 30 seconds to go.
T-minus 30 seconds to go.
Okay, guys, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Try for the
T-minus 20 seconds.
detonation suppression system.
Detonation suppression heat engine.
Next up will be the electric system in the flame trench and then the top deck.
Here we go.
Flame trench. That's flame trench.
Deluge, standing by for
Deck.
ignition.
Top deck.
Standing by for ignition.
Come on.
Ignition! Ignition! And lift off! Lift off! The booster going to the warning and booster ready. The 13th flight is starting. There is an opportunity. We have one time. That's amazing. Hopefully the first three engines on. The entire stack is setting to the stars. There we go. Look at that. Slow program. That is slow program. Okay, we're not getting this program. Look at that. 33 healthy engines. We are hearing amazing levels from the vehicle. The vehicle is alive right now. Look how beautiful that looks. Okay, we are now going to pitch program. It looks like all engines are online still. All engines are lit. That's what matters here.
50 seconds into flight, if you can hear me.
Holy shit!
With 36 engines lit on booster 20.
Yes!
We're pushing down range. We're passing through max Q. The maximum.
There it is! The vehicle is now off in the air! We have all engines online! There is a beautiful stack! This is a literal building flying in the air right now! Everyone, get ready for hot station to occur.
Engines cut off.
That will occur in 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Into flight.
We have contrails. Everything looking good here.
Right now. Beautiful tracking views. With this beautiful weather.
Look at that. Those are contrails we see here.
Over 2,000.
Get ready for a hot stick. It's going to be the big part of the vehicle. Of the flight.
Is an altitude 90 seconds.
I'll leave that like this. Look at that.
Looking good.
Okay.
Looking good.
1 minute 40 seconds. We can see Miko, most engine club, that 2 minutes and 18 seconds. There is onboard views of the ship.
Looking down on South Texas
below.
South Texas below.
Well, only clouds left
Out in the sky. Well, only clouds left by the rocket, that is.
Yes.
And we're now starting the roll for hot staging.
2 minutes into flight.
All 6.
Get ready for hot stage.
Lined up in a specific pattern. Try and flip the booster in the correct
There'll be 2 vacuum Raptor engines up and 1 single
with the engine
sea level lit. Look at that. There is Raptor engines on the booster.
Going up the stage separation.
That's Miko hot stage.
Looks like we've got.
And there it is. Booster's tumbling.
Ignition.
Wow.
There we go.
And the booster flip.
Yeah, that looks phenomenal.
Look at that flip.
Okay, let's see if everything looks well. Okay, the booster looks good. Yeah, all 33 engines on the booster are lit. Let's go away at home. The booster's performing a nominal boost factor. All engines are lit. All engines are lit. You saw the telemetry. Absolutely phenomenal.
The outer engines now down. 13 engines on.
13 engines.
Yeah, as planned.
Beautiful plumes on the booster.
3 engines down on the center. Further push back burn on the booster and shutdown.
There we go. Push back burn shutdown.
They've only gone done and fixed it.
There we go. The booster's now coasting. We should see landing burn very soon.
It's going to be
The booster will start entering the atmosphere.
Seconds into flight and lasts for just shy of 30 seconds. So
the duels performing absolutely beautiful today.
make that happen. Of course, not coming back to the launch site and going to the Gulf. We're going to be ditching.
Hopefully we'll be seeing. Hopefully SpaceX is not shy today. Hopefully they'll be showing Booster 20 blow up.
Wow, we look to the right, we look to the ship.
The booster is expected to blow up. There it is. The booster is tumbling.
6 Raptors continuing to
Look how beautiful that looks. There's the ship.
Does a good job. We could be going to orbit next flight as well.
Yes.
This flight is a big moment for Starship.
Hell yeah.
This is
Hell yeah. Look at that.
Keeping lock on booster 20 as it begins to plummet back to Earth.
Okay, there it is. The boosters now.
Hopefully, as we've seen in the past, we will see the burn and potentially the explosion that is expected once it goes over the Gulf. If it hovers as planned.
Okay, let's see that beautiful landing bird. Hopefully SpaceX has fixed the issue of our street not igniting. Here we go. Let me go close to my mic. I need you guys to hear me.
I have specified. I guess maybe the ladder. I guess maybe the ladder, the one that hovers on the altitude, so that it doesn't bob in the water for a long time.
Oh, look at that onboard view of the vehicle. There's the ship. All engines on the ship are lit still. The ship is performing a nominal ascent sprint. The booster is now coasting down.
On the right hand side, that is the coast and the shadow.
Look at those beautiful shadows. And there is the coast of Texas.
And falling, that is going to be 0 kilometers in altitude.
This is a literal building falling.
see the puffs from
Look
those
at that.
cool gas jet thrusters, or the thrusters. They release pressure from inside.
Look how beautiful that looks. This is absolutely beautiful. Get ready for entry start entry.
Sometimes
booster entry.
a little bit of what
Sometimes a little bit of what remains on the main tanks.
And we can see from the ground the booster
Let's see if there's any.
Makes it easier to identify.
Let's see if there is any glow on the aft of the booster. That would be epic.
60 seconds from now.
Keep in mind that they're venting fuel, so there will probably be a basic glow at the aft of the booster. There is the ship. Look how beautiful the aft looks.
So good.
There it is. The booster starts into the atmosphere.
This is just a great demonstration of how fantastic.
There it is. There's the booster. It is now plummeting back to Earth.
1,000 kilometers per hour in velocity. A few seconds.
Let's see if the booster starts to tell. Let's see how well these griffins perform. These griffins are much bigger.
Expecting for 3 whilst it hovers above the Gulf.
Deep breaths.
Here we go. Deep breaths coming up.
Okay.
On the landing burn.
Okay.
13.
Okay. 13.
Indeed.
You can see the
You
can see the
yes,
which is like our patch.
That's the white line.
Look at that. The booster is now closer to the ocean.
Okay, 5 seconds from
the atmosphere is becoming denser. The booster is becoming less visible. Let's see the ignition. There's ignition. We do not know how much is online.
But nothing more. We had a few engines igniting, not all of them.
Oh!
Explosion on the Gulf.
Holy shit! Well, look at the booster.
For booster 20.
Wow!
Or is it?
Look at those amazing onboard captures.
Yeah. Well, he tried its best.
That was an amazing flight for the booster. The booster did well. Unfortunately, it did not do well enough. The booster impacted the ocean hard. Look at that. The top deck is still going.
We can see the live simulation simulating a catch at the pad. Of course, should this have been a catch attempt, the booster would be plummeting into the flats next to the pad because of that unsuccessful landing burn, but a good simulation on the pad nonetheless.
Yep.
7 minutes into flight. Meanwhile, the ship continuing to fly with 6 Raptors firing.
Look at that.
20,000 kilometers.
Let's get some telemetry from the ship.
150
I want to know how Ship 40 is doing now.
altitude coming up on sea
Get rid of it.
engine cut off.
Okay, get ready for those outer Raptor engines to shut down, then the sea levels to shut down later after.
From that milestone. But
Look how beautiful that looks.
from ship 40, looking back down to Earth, a big improvement on the previous flight so far for the booster. Let's see if the ship is the same, just a little bit further to push for ship 40.
Why is it picking up a bit?
Shut down and then sea levels will shut down.
I think we heard sonic booms on our microphones that we had. We had a dun dun and a dun dun. I believe that was.
Okay, get ready for those outer Raptor to shut down. All of them shut down.
At the same time.
Okay.
That's nice. Change I'm getting from that.
Wow.
There
it is.
Suborbital insertion at 26,508 kilometers per hour, 149 kilometers in altitude.
Ship 40 has made it. Ship 40 has performed a nominal ascent burst. Yes. Okay, guys. IFT-13 is going well so far. We lost the booster during landing. It was not expected that the booster would.
Chris in there, getting ready for that payload later.
Yep. We didn't expect that booster to impact the ocean that hard, but the ship performed phenomenally.
Starlink's B3 satellites, real Starlink B3 satellites deployed, 6 of which have been equipped with cameras to image the ship like we saw on the previous flight.
We lost the booster during landing break, but the ship is now in the suborbital trajectory. There it is, Ship 40. We are now going to be seeing payload deployment very soon. We're going to be seeing 20 real B3 Starship Starlink satellites to be deployed from that payload. Godspeed Starship.
Of course,
okay, guys, bye.
Improvements on the last flight. We had a good, healthy set of Raptors all the way uphill. Ship. Unfortunately, the booster was unable to pull up, and James' graphic is working. Light telemetry from the ship, but light position.
Yes.
You can see them just passing to the south of Cuba. Well done, Jane. It works. I'm very proud of you. But there you go. And of course, the live views from the ship as well. So on the booster side, unfortunately, we didn't get a healthy landing burn, so it plummeted into the...
It's okay, the booster did good enough. However, we will not probably see a booster catch attempt next flight. Hopefully we'll be seeing a ship catch attempt next flight. There we go, we have an ad. Oh my god.
It's incredible.
You'll also receive 20 days of premium account, a pile of golden eagles, a sticker, an icon, and a title.
Oh my god. Hold up, sorry, I forgot to skip the ad here.
For that flip boost back, that's just like the amount of propellant they load onto this thing. That amount of thrust is just incomprehensible. It's incredible.
Did not make the boost back burn. Then booster 10 did the boost back burn.
Booster 10 did the boost back burn, but not the landing burn.
Okay.
We had to win.
I'm now going to be showing my friends what they missed.
The boost back burn and the landing burn and subspawn. So that's just
that's my main question now. It's like,
that's sort of my main question now. It's like, are they confident enough with that catch? Let's do it. Let's do it. Or will they have to do another? See, right in 20 seconds.
that I have for the next one.
That's what let's see what these next up will be. Getting ready for that deployment. That's very tense. Around 16 minutes.
Yeah, we haven't had a repeat of having we haven't had a
Thankfully, we do have the
attitude that's going to trigger as well. So we can actually see the ship readjust its attitude in real time. So it's getting into the correct position where it's going to be deploying those 20 stars.
This is absolutely amazing. There's the ships.
You know, it always feels like the last 60 seconds the countdown lasts forever, and then you blink and then something we're an hour into flight. That's how it always feels for every single one of these test missions. Yeah, that's going to come up quickly in a few minutes' time.
It really does. As fast as the launch goes, the flight portion itself somehow manages to go even faster.
And you can see the limb of the Earth there from onboard
ship 40. That is just beautiful as we head towards the Terminator. Of course, entering sunset very shortly. So if you are in the Caribbean or you're on a cruise in the Caribbean, you can see the live map on the left-hand picture, the live views on the right-hand picture. Go outside, look up, and ship 40 is currently steering, RCS into the surrounding area. So it makes it a little bit easier to see,
Yeah, dumping whatever
propellant they have on the main tank. What is that?
Oh, I mean, technically, where's the booster right now? Just off the shore there. They wish you were here, splashing down towards the Gulf. Hey, is that Mechazilla? Like the chopstick on Mechazilla? It is. This is our special You Were Here merch. Successfully getting that boost back.
Okay.
Without you and dropping the target. Especially Mechazilla who's saying, wait for me! It's my turn next! With a little sweat, waiting for it to come back to it. I love that. Also, I love how there's a little Tesla Cybertruck in the bottom by the feet for scale. This is just a great design from our shop team.
Absolutely.
They got basically a bit because obviously the booster did not come back for the
to be honest,
probably thankfully.
To be honest, probably thankfully, because that Mr. Lindenberg was a bit sketchy.
Yeah, we saw it there continuing.
Yeah, we saw it there
continuing.
Sorry, I was just going to say, we saw it there continuing to descend. I'm just scrolling back at the telemetry from that phase of the flight, and it wasn't fantastic. They lost the the engines, yeah, they came into the ocean a bit faster than intended.
Ryan Weber was checking out as well.
Ryan Weber was
Pointing out
checking
here
out
that
as well.
10 of them
When he
ignited, then it
appeared,
went down
the
to
10 of them
8,
ignited,
then
next
5.
and then
Obviously,
5.
considering it was supposed to go 15,
Look at that.
Supposed to go 15.
The ship
Was going a little.
it appears to be venting.
13 to 5 to 3.
Booster now doing its boost back burn. It looks like we went all 33 initially. Now we're down to 13. We're seeing
Anyway, I think right now this is not
We're
my
about 15 minutes into flight.
We're
That's
about
what
15
I was
minutes into
thinking
flight.
at that
That's
point.
what I was thinking at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you saw that
Of
graphic
those
from
center
Ryan,
We saw that graphic from Ryan.
we should flash down just off the coast to Starbase. So hopefully speed right here, speed right here.
North of Venezuela. That's around where that
Pretty awesome to see the Raptor engines there on the left-hand side of your screen.
Yep.
Actually see the smoke there.
I was going to say, it's very quick.
That's the whole ones, as well as the vacuum Raptors are the 3 on the larger ones on the outer radius.
More like opening.
Yep.
I guess.
Opening.
Yep, I think
Yep.
it's open now.
Yep, I
see
think
a
it's
gap.
open now.
Now, just like on tower catches, we are going to be doing a 13 engine landing burn, slow to boost
But it's just
we can get a live camera of the booster right now as we're going into that phase.
Interaction there.
Awesome shot, you can see it there. So right now the booster is using their 3 hypersonic griffins to guide itself through the atmosphere toward its landing site. You can see we're only 5 kilometers above the sea right here.
So we are 1 minute away from
Just heard the call out for landing burn startup for the booster.
Oh my god, there's an app.
NSF alumni Thomas Berghardt was a key component of getting that Starlink deployment sequence up and going, and we saw him in the Star Factory. So let's hope his hard work pays off.
And at our space stay on the lights, an amazing view.
That blue glow is spectacular.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Beautiful.
That's a beautiful.
We have passed the point
Past the point.
payload deploy start.
Payload deploy start.
Oh. Here we
And
go.
we'll see the real
And we see the
Starlink
real
V3s,
Starlink
not
V3s, not
map
map simulators,
dogs,
not Dodger dogs, the real deal.
Hopefully we'll see them.
Hopefully we'll see them.
all as well.
All as well.
Of course, these flight time
events are dynamic. So we are.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. The 31st Starlink, the first actual functioning V3 Starlink deployment. Oh,
Milestone for the team out here.
there it is. I think that's the second one.
There they go.
Yes!
There they go.
Look at that. Hopefully we get views from...
so
Okay, so of course there's 20 of these satellites to be deployed, 6 of which with cameras. I'm going to do some big brain maths here and assume that it's the last 6 that will have the cameras because they'll be
closest to the ship.
they'll be closest to the ship.
No,
Yeah,
really?
I know. That's a crazy theory.
That's a theory from me. I mean, that's really outlandish.
They did that with the two Dodger dogs
last flight.
hopefully one of them has a light.
Hopefully one of them
like
had the
we saw
light,
last time, where
like
they
we
had
saw
the
last
lights on
time,
the
when they had the
ones
lights on the ones that had the
Yeah.
cameras.
I wouldn't be surprised if
I
all
wouldn't be
6
surprised
have
if
the
all
lights.
6 have the
Maybe.
lights.
Oh, there's another
Maybe.
one.
Oh, there's another one.
Bye.
Goodbye.
And it's worth noting that while these
It's
are
worth noting that while these are real
V3s,
V3s, they will be doing some testing with them to make sure they communicate that they're not propelling themselves into an orbit of any kind. They will burn up exactly on range.
There
And
goes
another one.
another.
And another.
This is so cool to see
This is so
live.
cool to see live.
especially the exterior view.
Especially the exterior view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that will be what?
That'll
4
be
of them?
what? 4
Now
of them now out.
16 more to go.
16 more to go.
We need to have it like
We
a
need
counter.
to have it like
for
a
the
counter.
next flight.
Maybe for the next flight. Yeah.
Or add a
Or just-
Starlink
What
or
a
payload
Starlink
deploy
or
counter.
payload deploy counter maybe.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
Help us keep
Yeah.
count. How
Check
about
and help
that?
us keep count. How about that? That keeps us up to date.
Oh, there's an ad outside.
That's a great
I started
idea.
my brain dumping everything I need to get done, and
And another one. You can sort of see in the reflection of the door,
In the
not
reflection
on the door itself, but like
Not on,
on the edge of the door,
Starlink
when
is
a
about to
Starlink
cross,
is about to cross.
there goes another one, and
there
there
goes
it is.
another one, and there it is. See?
Look at that.
I think we're also seeing a little glimpse of one of the shrouds with
It's kind of dark, but
the broken drones.
is that the horizon of Earth?
Covered again by
Just
that
covered again by that flying satellite. That's what you say. They juts out a little bit from the ship.
Yeah, it's more of like blue might think. Nah, I don't
And they
think
have
so.
two of these stacked in
yeah.
a row. It
Two of
seems
these
like
stacked in a
similar to
row, it
last
seems
time,
like
where they
similar
deployed
to last
one
time, right? Where they deployed one,
behind
yeah,
and then
one right behind
two
it,
of them,
and
then
then
the height of the
then they
deployer
adjust
to
the height
line
of
up
the
with
deployer to line up with the pest dispenser.
Yep, the pest dispenser will be
Yep,
able
the
to
pest
hold
dispenser will be able to hold 30 pairs, so 60
60
satellites in total. Right now they're only carrying 20. Well,
Well,
no longer. Now 14. Sorry, 13, because there's another one going away. But yeah, once it's fully loaded, it's 60 of those satellites. I have a theory, okay? This might be a crazy conspiracy theory, but SpaceX are showing us as the internal views. Maybe they don't want us to see some proprietary technology on the satellites. It wouldn't be too far off if I were to guess. It looked very crowded inside that payload bay. It's definitely way different when it's a real satellite rather than, I don't know, a block of concrete or something. And also satellite with a rod stuck through it. All of that, yes. Yeah, so you were mentioning that they're testing those satellites. And that is an important part because they have not deployed, these satellites are much larger than the ones that they fly on Falcon 9. And they have big solar panels, right? And so those need to be deployed. There's another one. I've lost the count by now. I think there's still 11 remaining. But yeah, so they are very big. They need to be deployed. They also need to talk down to the ground. They need to connect to the existing Starlink constellation through their own laser system. And so all of this technology it's sort of like a sprint. They really need to test all of this within the next 20 minutes. Because at T plus 47 minutes, they're going through re-entry. And so, yeah. Half of them are deployed.
Okay, let's see if we can see cameras soon.
And one update from before, by the way, they did say that they were still on track to do that in-space relay test of the engine. They, by this time, last flight, that was not the case. So they're still tracking that. So that's great news, that they're still trying to do that later. What are we now? 11 satellites in now? 9 to go? Okay, it'll be critical that in-space relay because they need to do that to prove that they can do a deorbit burn once they do go orbital, which bodes well.
Another one.
Yeah, and not throw this off into an orbital flight for demise. Instead, they will be able to actually operate in space. That will be nice. You can see some storms, which is kind of crazy. Down Earth. A little bit of lightning. Yep. Oh, I saw a crash. I feel like I'm an Artemis 2 astronaut seeing a micrometeorite hitting the moon's surface right now. Let's not go there. I already missed the Artemis 2 crew. Me too. Okay, that'll be 13 satellites now, if I'm counting correctly. 7 more to go. And that would match up with the timings because this payload deploy demonstration is meant to wrap up 27 minutes and 39 seconds into flight, so they're on target. There goes another one. In theory, these next 6 are the ones that will have the cameras on. So hopefully we got some lighting. Peace. Right last time. Yeah, 6 more to go, hopefully the ones with the cameras. After that, by the way, I don't know if you guys remember from Flight 12, the ship then starts sort of rolling and rotating, so keep an eye on that bottom right corner where there's the attitude indicator of the ship, because that'll be the key to see that, of course, in the middle of the night, as they are right now.
Oh, there's another one. Let's see if that one has a camera and even lights.
Yeah. 5 more to go. Any guys? Please. Hang on. Maybe like some of the last ones. I'm wondering if we maybe see views from only the last ones, given the whole not wanting to see what's going on inside. It seems like they're doing. Let's give some time. I'll be patient.
Yeah, last time we did get left live anyway. they played it back about 10 minutes after. So.
That is true. I would not be surprised if that were the case as well here. That they don't put out the footage until after, because it takes a while. When it's not the regular connectivity that they use, for example, right now here in these views of Starship.
We don't see any lights yet.
But there we can see. That should be the 17th satellite. And the 18th out there as well. Final row.
Okay. Did you see someone asking in chat, why is it always dark when Starship does these deploys? Well, that's because A, it was light in Starbase,
and B, it will be light when it splashes down in the
Oh my god, there's an ad. 18 seconds! Screw them!
They'll be able to compare that. Hopefully they get imagery from these satellites that they're deploying now. And also they'll get the imagery from the splashdown out in the Indian Ocean. So they'll be able to compare the ship tiles across all points in the flight.
All 3 points in the flight.
The other two, come on.
The other two, come on. I mean, we're sat here in silence because we're anticipating these satellites to deploy.
They have given a go for the relay.
Yeah.
That's what we want to hear.
That's what we want to hear. Yep.
They didn't do it last flight because
they had an engine out on the way up, so all 6 runs.
Is it stuck?
It's done. Yeah.
I mean, I'm obviously not going to speak too soon.
Oh, there's lights!
Oh,
Let there be lights. Well, look at that frost.
Okay. And the next one's going to come out.
Where are the other last two?
They're being fashionably late. I hope we didn't miss them.
They're not showing the payload bay.
I'm sure we'll be getting shouted
out.
by now
if we miss them. Yeah.
Well, we are a few seconds away from when this
payload deployment sequence is meant to be wrapping up.
Yep.
More light.
Oh, look at more light.
More lights.
I wonder if they're waiting for all those other lights.
There we go.
Oh! That's the last one.
Finally.
That one has its light turned on.
It's light turned on as well, I think.
Shining or reflecting.
Unless it's just shining or reflecting the light. Maybe it's just reflecting the light.
It looks like light's backing away, so it might have...
Now look at that.
They're finally out.
And that's 20 for 20 satellites.
That's 20 for 20 satellites. Real V3 Starlink satellites deployed.
Flight 13
Flight 13 started finally deploying an actual payload of, substance. I mean,
the SpaceX teams there.
You can see the SpaceX teams there. They're going to be absolutely chuffed. And well done, NSF with Night Thomas.
Yep.
Your system works.
Let's see if there's like views, external views of the ship soon.
Thomas fan club.
Oh, it's an ad. Screw them.
The good old days. Oh, you can see the satellites. Look at that. Oh, the reflection. Yeah.
Look at that.
Wow. Thank you, satellites. We have a great view of ship 40. And now we'll see how many of those were just the white painted tiles to simulate missing ones, and how many of them are actually missing, if any.
Yep.
Indeed. Wow. And then you go the live map location on the left-hand side, passing over Ascension Island. We're halfway across the Atlantic. Be headed for the coast of Namibia. I wonder if people around that area will be able to see the actual Starlink train as well. Well, if it's still lighting up the ship, then I mean, this thing is 50 meters tall and 9 meters in diameter. I mean, it's going to be hard to miss. So if you are in South Africa, Namibia, that part of the world, look up in a few minutes' time. You can see the light map on the left side.
Look at that.
And look at the little lights. Can we show that full screen, please? It's a huge Starlink train in space. From space.
look at
that. Look at those dots.
Oh, they're doing nipple checks on the engines, by the way, right now. For that light. And this is that rotation you were talking about with the little thrust there, right?
I can see the flap
moving now as well.
And rotating. Look at the attitude
look at that.
on the bottom right.
And you can just about make out
that
the
looks
surface
beautiful.
And the cloud,
Yeah.
the ocean, the earth, and the clouds, and more Starlinks.
That's beautiful.
Oh, there they are.
Oh, look at that.
Oh man.
That's pretty light.
I really hope we get footage of this.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Oh. I wonder if these are
Sonic
more
train.
visible because they have the solar panels deployed. Will that be visible? Hang on. I'm trying to look carefully. Because obviously the more surface area that you can reflect, especially solar panels, tend to be a bit more reflective. Wow.
That's a live
Starlink train from space. It's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so cool when it's actually operational.
Gotta remember to pick my jaw.
Look how beautiful that looks.
Yeah, that's why we're so quiet.
That's why we're so quiet, because our jaws are on the floor.
Wow.
Wow.
And you can see thanks to the
attitude telemetry, it is rolling around now. Intentionally, the ship is getting good imagery of all angles. Most importantly, of course, the heat shield behind.
Little bit of a barbecue roll.
Mm.
It also you can see that there's like a pre-planned pattern of movement for the flaps that they're doing. I wouldn't be surprised if that was also to image the flaps at different angles. There's also like tiles on the hinge area and things like that in the back of the flaps and all that stuff. So probably for that purpose. And finally, fused by Starlink.
I mean,
they forgot.
They forgot to put
the add-on string.
Yeah. Hey, gotta pay the bills, right? We know that.
Which you could help with by getting
the new Wish You Were Here merch shop. There you go. There you go. I think we're also trying some metal prints, I think. So keep an eye on that as well. As we are keeping an eye, of course, on the ship.
It's not the fastest.
It's not the fastest upload system in the world, so prints are en route.
But
Paul Lindsay on the shop team is doing her best to get some awesome prints that I've seen out of the corner of my eye. So do stay tuned for those if you want something to put on your wall.
Seeing a certain picture by a certain Max next to the moon, which is next to the moon. Just saying.
I just saw it.
And I think it's already on the shop. So
there
you go. It's already available as a print. If you look through the merch shop there, Flight 13 passes the moon. It's cold. Really, really nice. Really nice.
This is... There
Look at that.
Yep, that one.
There is. Look at that shot.
Oh.
Oh man. Starship
Really good
right
timing
by
and framing.
Yep, that is Max Evans out in the field shooting that.
Flap test.
I just wanted to say on the previous.
Some more.
I just wanted to say on the previous track we had one of our robotic trackers get a similar shot, and a load of people in our Discord server, our member Discord, said, "Can we get that sprint? Can we get that sprint? Can we get that sprint?" And we had to be the bearer of bad news and say, "Sorry guys, but our robotic trackers, although they are great at tracking, they're not very high resolution. They would just look, it would be terrible quality for a print." And Max is only on the next flight. Got the timing absolutely spot on and turned around an identical print with a proper camera.
I mean, that is just
taken by a person. I mean, that is just a spectacular image. Shot.nasaspaceflight.com. Flight 13 passes the moon. Fingers crossed, Starship will be landing on said moon.
But we'll just have to wait and see on that one.
Years time. But we'll just have to wait and see on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he said he pre-planned that shot just for that about 30 seconds in the plane. And a reminder, if you do get a print,
who took it as well.
Oh my god.
Yep, supporting their work.
And while you're there, check out the new, I know I mentioned it, but the Wish You Were Here merch is so cool with Mechazilla. Taking a look at the booster out in the water, and
like,
you'll think of
where are
Pink
you
Floyd.
going?
You'll think of Pink Floyd every
Oh
time
crap,
you
press the back button. Oh my god.
If it's not stuck in your head, then I don't know what we're doing wrong.
Okay, come on.
About 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go to that relight test. Of course, the timing may vary a little bit. Like it's sometimes a few seconds here and there to the left, to the right, as it adjusts to real-time conditions. But yeah, should be less than 4 minutes from now.
Yeah. Let's wait for that Raptor relight.
We get more stuff in the field. This is shot from Jerry Tight.
Look at that.
Nice.
Look at that amazing dust plume. It's like water combined with dust from the sand of the. Yeah.
In fact, it looks like it's from the same type of view. Top right of your screen there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now approaching the coast of Africa,
that is Namibia. So
I'm not sure if
we'll see city lights, but if you are in that part of the world, start looking up. Keep the stream on your phone so you can still listen to our glorious commentary. But do go outside, look to the sky, and if you see something that does look right, speak to NSF on our social platforms. You'll find us at NSF, at NSF by official NSF. Something along those lines, you'll find us.
We don't have a number
you can text them.
You can also
see
the ship.
Speed is picking up, the altitude is dropping.
That is normal.
That is part of the flight trajectory. Remember, it is aorbital trajectory.
It is currently,
no matter what happens on this relay test, it is
city lights.
See on the
map. The city lights are more like the starting.
There's an area, red area there. That is the re-entry that ship.
Yeah, those are city lights, I think.
Succeeds or not, it's going in that area.
I think those are more
like the thing at the top left is the city lights. The thing at the lower part, I think, is like starting, like track.
Or is that city lights? I don't know what city lights, what Starlinks.
I think that's city lights.
The bottom right ones
are definitely Starlinks.
Oh.
Super bright in a row. Yeah.
I wonder if
they'll be able to get video of the relay as well.
This is interesting because it looks like the relight, instead of what they've done on previous flights, probably going to be done facing south. So it's going to be like,
oh my god. Oh my god.
Previous flights, it was more like a prograde burn in the direction of the flight. So like
to the side.
Radial.
Yeah. Not radio. More like normal. I think it's when you use on KSP or Kerbal Space Program, it would be like anti-normal. In this case, it's facing south.
Okay.
People asking when Flight 14. Flight 13 isn't even over yet, folks. Ask us in about 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes from now, that ship should be in the ocean.
Sounds fair to me.
Yeah. Definitely about the
booster, you could say, well, maybe not a catch. We'll see what they do with that. But
yeah,
ship still
30 more minutes.
Unfortunately, I think we are just about to lose that sole Starlink satellite that remains in the background. It's about to go behind the ship.
Well, it was
probably going to get away from view with that relay, if I were to guess.
Yes, that's a fair point, Alex. I think you can also see some lights on the ground which are moving at a different rate to the lights on that Starlink satellite. It's difficult to see because the bit rate is a bit... Guys, they're transmitting live from 146 kilometers in altitude, going 26,500 kilometers per hour.
They see that relight?
On the bit rate.
Yeah, as soon as we mention the bit rate, the view from Starlink text goes away.
Yes.
Coincidence?
I think not.
Well, don't worry, there's no Starlink satellite up at the top of it.
Okay, we are getting closer. Oh, look at that one. Look at this one, like Starlink at the distance at the bright little light there.
I just saw someone saying that they see it in Johannesburg.
Apparently
the relay might be a little bit longer than usual for the previous relay test. Up to 14 seconds.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
oh, look. Raptor relay. Oh, there it is. Ignition.
There we go. Ignition.
Mm-hmm. Wow, look at that!
Wow.
Wow.
I'm
very jealous of that person in Johannesburg right now.
And shut down.
And shut down.
Wow, look at that. Look at that beautiful plume. There it is, shut down. We are now
was spectacular.
138 kilometers above the ground. That's our altitude there.
So that
I don't know if it's
probably
above
explains
sea
why it
level
was
or above
facing
ground
south
level.
instead of facing
forward. Oh look, flaps! Let's get ready for entry.
The ones that they did in previous flights.
Yep.
So probably not the best idea to do it in the prograde orientation, just in case it enters orbit.
And as the map moves, you can see the city lights below.
So there's definitely people there who would have seen that and.
Oh my, and on the TV.
Do tag us on socials, not because I want to do it as a plug, but because I genuinely
begging to see what that reflects on the ground because it looked beautiful from the onboard views. And that literally happened right over Johannesburg. I mean, I'm very jealous of that person in Johannesburg right now.
I saw at least 3 people say, I see it.
So.
So
magical.
Magical.
Oh man.
By the way, did they that they are able to talk to all 20 of these Starlink satellites that were deployed? Nice. Well, this sort of sets them up now for a little bit of an orbital flight maybe next flight. We'll see.
Yep.
Someone in Eswatini also saw it. A lot of people in the southern parts of Africa there.
Let's go. That's so cool.
So cool.
And we kind of need to compose ourselves slightly because we're just 6 minutes away from entry interface, boys and girls. Things come at you fast, as I warned you when we got to suborbital insertion. We're about to hit re-entry for the second time with Starship V3. I'd say re-entry was one of the most successful parts of the last.
Guys, I'm gonna get food real quick, yeah.
Long ramp to burn thanks to the artback they lost on ascent. They had to kind of skip off the atmosphere, showcasing the ship's aerodynamics. But they had that beautiful 6 out of 6 Raptors all the way through, successful Raptor relay. I mean, this is going to be their first proper full-on planned re-entry sequence, I should say, that we've ever seen with this version of Starship.
Yeah.
A lot of these flashes that you see is because they're venting, and they're obviously in space in quotes here, like 122 kilometers in altitude. It's low enough, and you have still some air out there that you see ionization from how fast the ship is going. There's no proper re-entry plasma, but there's air there. So you see a lot of those reactions between what it's venting, ship itself as well. It's going to be in the way of that air that it's encountering. Yeah, not proper plasma, but still some cool light show that you can see there as it's venting and changing its attitude. Could also see earlier with people over Madagascar when they see parts of the entry coming in. Yeah. Still cannot. I don't know. I can stop thinking about that engine relay that we saw, the views of the flap cam. I remember they used to show the engines, the engine bay, and it looked cool. And I always thought, man, I don't want them to stop doing that. I have different thoughts after today. I'm not too mad that they showed the flap cam this time around instead of the engine relay camera. That was cool. So yeah, look at that. Low. Yeah. Ooh, I think we lightning. I think we saw the same thing at the same time. It's all lightning from the right-hand box. Yep.
Look at that. Look, there's two tiles on the leeward side of the ship.
Okay, coming up on entry interface, scheduled 47.5 minutes into flight. More lightning. Yeah. Thankfully, they're not landing around that area with the lightning. Although, they say now that they can fly through that lightning. Well, yeah, sure. One test it. Yeah. Go ahead.
Lightning and plasma.
And this is so cool. Reminds me a bit of the Astrophage scene from Sound Mary. Good attitude for entry, by the way, just being called out. That's great news.
And you can see that on the bottom right as well with the live telemetry. So
look at that. Holy
engines!
Holy God!
The engines being lit up by the plasma of re-entry. And the greens and the purples and the magentas and the whites and all the other hues, all the other colour names you can think of. We're seeing it right now.
Yep.
It almost looks like we're re-entering Q's atmosphere in Kerbal Space Program, you know?
Yeah. Ooh, that too. I wonder if we'll see the stars burn up in the background, like we saw on the previous flight. I don't know if on the real light test, of course, but maybe.
We'll just have to wait and see. I mean, technically they're bigger because they're the V3s and not the V2s with a lot of stuff through them, so maybe that will have something to do with it. I guess this will also provide SpaceX data on V3 or Starlink version 3 disintegratability, if that's a word, because of course it can be
Stability, I think it is.
Thank you, Alex. Because these satellites are designed to have an end of life, they're designed to re-enter Earth's atmosphere safely, they're designed to be consistently and constantly replenished, so hopefully we see something.
Also, it's worth noting, by the way, 45 minutes after launch, the road has reopened fully in Starbase.
You know, we usually ramp up when road opens, right? So.
Yeah. Okay, let's end. See you in the next one.
Catherine really started to go up now, especially around those apps there.
Speed. It looks like it's slowing down the increase in speed. Still going up, but like 1 kilometer per hour, just a tiny bit every time.
Yeah, it's fluctuating a little bit, and of course we are now dipped below 100 kilometers, so we get that wonderful extra decimal point of precision on the altitude telemetry there.
And I think the speed now will start going down. Yes, come on.
Look at that. Let's see the heat choke here.
We're slowing down. 7 breakers to 9. Oh, I guess to 7. You're right. You're always right.
You're always right.
Wow.
And as we look at that flap there, I have to say, I'm seeing a little bit of warp in, but nothing like we saw in the early V1 flights.
Look at that
Everything looking good under there as well. That was one of the issues for the early V2 start.
Blue purplish. What do you call it? Yeah.
Under there.
Launch portion.
As he said, it's like entering Eve's atmosphere.
Whoa. Was that an event?
I think so. Yeah, I think it was venting from the methane tank there.
You can see the exhaust of the vent getting dragged out, literally getting dragged out of the ship, thanks to the forces it's now enduring in re-entry.
Force now have control of the ship. Straight drag being big enough that those flaps now have that good attitude control of the ship. Before that, it was all just on the thrusters. They didn't have enough drag to be used, basically, to be of use, I should say. Oh boy. This time, 15 minutes of re-entry always make me very anxious. I don't know about you. And as fast as the other part feels, but slow as the entry portion feels. Yeah. I don't know how they did it in the shuttle area. Of course, the later half, they had the telemetry in their relay satellite system, but the first half, they did not have any of that. So they have blackouts, they basically could not communicate with the crew for 30 minutes. Yeah. Don't blackout even in the return. And then you're basically looking at a dotted line on a map in mission control. There was never live views of it from space. Yeah. But at least on the later half of the they still had these communications. Which is what I mean. Yeah. Because they just like Starship here, Shuttle also had its own very big shadow, its own plasma tail. So it could be able to beam back
communications through that shadow, through that emptiness that it created in the plasma trail. So Starship uses that to be able to communicate with Starlink constellation and stream this video right here, and of course send the telemetry that we're also here seeing here at the bottom of the screen as well. But yeah. Look at that.
Look at that.
The plasma warping around the catch pin on the left.
Oh wow.
Look at the venting on the aft also.
I mean, we were talking back in the
B1 days.
Like,
look at that catch. Oh!
Are they going to do a ship catch? Are they going to have a pin?
That's venting, I think.
Have some sort of deployed pin system, right? Like that. Because there's no way these pins can be exposed to re-entry. Well, there you go. I don't know. I've forgotten exactly how many structural pins they've blown by this point, but that's a landing catch pin flying in the brunt of re-entry without issue.
Let's see, 37,
38, 39. This is 40, so 4 times.
It's a lot more.
Through re-entry, proper re-entry. This is fourth.
That was a view of
the forward flap.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a little
something coming off the aft end of the ship there.
That's
now been blocked by the vent, I think.
Yeah, remember they had
test tiles on the aft skirt for this flight with new attachment mechanisms.
So if those came
off,
then that's a bit of a gap.
That's a bit of a gap in the tile system there, for the thermal protection system.
But it's also a successful test.
Of course, because they got
the data for that.
You're right. You're
venting from the methane tank.
Exactly.
And I just want to say,
if you see some, blockiness and glitchiness in the video, don't complain. This is live video from multiple cameras of re-entry.
Re-entry
is famous for having a blackout period. A period where astronauts cannot contact the ground. The ground cannot contact the astronauts. Starship, thanks to its size, literally its size, has enough space in its plume to shoot up a Starlink connection and downlink these live views. This is unprecedented stuff, and my mind is just as blown now as it was all the way back on Flight 3 in 2024. My goodness, and time has flown.
Yeah, if you were to watch a Dragon re-entry, Dragon is also a spacecraft, but it's a capsule. Even if they were able to put a Starlink terminal on the nose cone, that would be weird. But if they even were able to do that, they would not be able to shoot any signals back to the Starlink constellation because the plasma basically engulfs
the entire capsule. They still have even a heat shield
on the back of the
capsule instead of just the main heat shield at the front, right? So
it just
enveloped.
Okay, we should start losing a lot more speed here. Look at that speed indicator.
So the back side where there's no plasma around the ship,
you can even see
its own wake in that plasma trail.
And that vent is
shut off now.
Yeah.
It's like losing 20 miles per second. What is that? Kilometers per hour. I think. I don't know.
And the views have recovered.
So
yeah, but
the views by Starlink.
Look at that. The plume is becoming a bit more orange at the outside.
So it's because they're going to start engine shell. That means we'll see the ship.
And look at the plasma around the catch pins. I heard the commentator already said that, but that's amazing.
I heard the call out. Just say that I imagine that it is around this time. It's usually about 15 minutes or so before that
landing burn.
We're actually more less than that. We're about 12 minutes away from the landing burn start. So
she'll already be on the way. More venting.
Jinx.
Still holding steady. Which is good.
Yeah, there was that one view from the other flat where it looked a little sparky, but nothing out of the ordinary.
And unlike the last
flight, I don't know if you guys have been keeping good track of this. I've tried.
Of course, I'm looking at other things as well.
It doesn't seem like they did what they did last time, going up in altitude.
Instead, this time around, they're just continuing to drop in altitude as they continue to do re-entry.
Look at that!
This last flight,
Look at that!
engine out. Remember on ascent, and then
I did see some sparks though. Keep in mind that there's a lot of like heat shield tests on the ship.
Just lifting itself up during re-entry a little bit to extend its downrange distance.
Also worth noting, by the way, that one of the people that works on the Starlink program confirmed that they were able to communicate with all stats using RF and laser links, and are able
There's my sparks.
Nice. It seems like NASA Administrator Jedi liked Max's photograph with the moon. And the Starship, because I just saw an exposed from him talking about that.
Yeah, and even quote tweeted it.
Half protection is not enough. Using old school online protection is also.
So we're now 55 minutes.
Oh my god.
We are 10 minutes away from splashdown, believe it or not. We're 61 kilometers in the air, traveling at 20,000 kilometers per hour. And yeah, we're going to be at zero, tipping over in the Indian Ocean in 10 minutes time. Hopefully. Again, live on board inside the engine bay. Some yellow hues joining the green hues.
Look at that aft, it's more orange.
Small pin on the aft flap there, but
the aft flap is inflating a bit.
Alex, I don't know if you disagree, but things look pretty within spec to me.
I'm wondering if that's more of a the rainbow effect thing.
Look at that catch pin. The catch pin is accumulating plasma.
So any little bit of
holy,
or even just a bit of discoloring.
Oh my god, look how beautiful that looks.
Much more work than it actually is.
Nothing could get better than that. Look how beautiful that. Look at that catch pin. It's accumulating plasma.
We're on the quieter side because A, we're watching and B,
oh, we're losing a lot of speed now. Look at that speed indicator.
No, it's not. It's almost too smooth.
And we're now coming into sunrise. You can see the clouds.
Look at the Terminator line
below, and you can also see just how fast this ship is traveling. As
whoa! Look at that sparks.
The air of it, now 57 kilometers in altitude and speed rapidly decreasing. You can see there on the bottom left, under 17,400, 300 kilometers, 200, 100 kilometers per hour. I should stop reading that out live because there's no way I'll be able to keep on top of it.
Yep. Let me lower my mic volume. Okay. We should. I don't know. Look at that heat tempering on the aft. At least though. Oh, look at that. The plasma is much more orange.
There you go. The Indian Ocean below. Looking at towards Australia, of course, it will slow down just in time before reaching the coast of Western.
Hopefully, the ship performs a nominal landing burn.
According to the map, we should be starting that banking shortly, Alex.
Yes, oh, sorry.
Yep.
That red area that you see on that map is the intended splashdown zone in the key point.
Don't worry, we can just say
look at that.
Alex did a great story.
Don't worry, we can just say that Alex did a great
Oh, there's another ad.
Why no one is talking about how the right portal can make your own city feel like a vacation?
I found the best hotels at the best price on McMichael. You get an instant discount.
Look at that.
The
ship is losing a lot more speed.
Was the stress test that tends to occur a little bit later into the re-entry path. We'll see if they do that, but basically what they do is they try to stress test the flaps by flapping it a little bit more.
Look at the clouds pass on the starship. Look at that. And also the plasma is now dissipating. Look at those catch pins. nearly perfect.
We'll see if they do that. And then
And the heat tempering on the ship.
as if they were to
they simulate
caught
as if they
on
were
Tower
to
2
be caught
by doing
on
that
Tower 2. By doing
dynamic
that
banking maneuver, as it's called.
dynamic banking
Oh my
maneuver.
god, look at that.
Turns sideways.
The ship basically turns
and
sideways.
then at the last minute, it
And
turns
then
into
at the
the
last
right
minute,
orientation
it
for the
turns
tower.
into the right orientation for
And
the
then
tower.
does the flip
And
and
then
landing burn.
does the flip and landing burn.
Okay,
Yep.
it looks like it's out of the plasma phase now.
The ship is performing an S turn.
Plasma phase now. That's good.
It's getting to the point of like
Getting to the point of
almost
like
Falcon 9 entry territory
almost
here.
Falcon 9 entry territory
A
here.
few more 1,000 kilometers to go.
Few more 1,000 kilometers to go.
Yep,
That's
approaching 10,000 kilometers per hour.
Yep, approaching 10,000
44
kilometers per
kilometers in
hour.
altitude.
44 kilometers in
minutes
altitude.
from
5
splashdown.
minutes
I mean, ladies
from
and gentlemen,
splashdown.
if you can please
ladies
take
and
your
gentlemen,
seats, put
Okay,
your
let's
temperature
see.
right.
Let's see that beautiful landing burn starship, the belly flop.
We're touching that earlier. 5 minutes time.
Leaving Starbase.
Yeah,
Leaving
Starbase.
Yeah, you have to do that way earlier.
Just past the
And
1 hour
Just
point.
past the 1 hour point.
External
Look at that.
External temperatures are going down, peak heating phase
well,
out
so
as well. So
that is great.
that is great.
News.
Good news.
And I have to say, it doesn't feel like
It
it's
doesn't
been an
feel
hour,
like
but
it's been an
apparently
hour,
it
but
has.
apparently
Look how fast the ship is going.
Somehow an hour passed, yeah.
Where did that time
Where
go?
did that time go?
I want that hour back.
I want that hour back.
Dipping
No,
below
please, let's not
8,000
Dipping below
kilometers per
8,000
hour.
kilometers per
Approaching
hour.
40 kilometers in
Approaching 40
altitude.
kilometers in altitude.
Mhm.
Maximum
Maximum
aerodynamic pressure on
aerodynamic
re-entry
pressure
now.
on re-entry now.
And we will be coming up
And we will be coming up
on its
on
turn to
its
the
turn
landing
to
site
the landing site.
momentarily.
Yup. Yeah, it will blow up.
Coming down now
Suddenly-
through Falcon 9
Suddenly,
speeds.
Falcon 9 speeds. Finally.
Suddenly, I'm feeling a little
Suddenly,
bit,
I'm feeling a little
nervous
bit,
again.
little bit nervous
But
again.
Alex, of course,
Alex,
the
of course,
speeds
Yep.
are going to be
speeds are
different
going
to
to
Falcon
be
9
different
because
to
while
Falcon
Falcon 9 is
9
kind
because
of
while
like a
Falcon
pencil
9 is kind
shooting
of
back through the
shooting back through the
Starship is
atmosphere.
like a
Starship is
skydiver.
like a
It stretches its
skydiver.
arms
Stretches
out
its arms
and
out
kind of
and
falls
kind
back
of falls
using
back
its full
using
belly.
its full belly.
Oh, is
Look
that
at
ice
that.
on
Oh,
the-
is that ice
on the
on
forward
the-
camera?
On the forward camera.
It has frost in it?
That's interesting.
I need a
a
warmer or something like that.
warmer or something like that. About that.
Burn off the fog.
Turn off the fog and
ice.
That's fine.
But yeah,
but yeah,
speed
the
will drop.
speed will drop. I
think to around
think to around
400
under 400 kilometers per hour.
So closer.
So closer.
I mean, it's
I mean,
basically
it's
even
basically
slower than
even slower than
the
the
the cruising speed of an
cruising
airplane.
speed
Like,
of
it's
an
gonna be
airplane.
even
It's gonna be
slower.
even
Of course,
Of
like an
course.
airplane, it's gonna
Ship now decelerating by a lot.
If your airplane is dropping straight down, I'm sorry for you, but that's not ready
to
yet.
do that.
To
Starship
do
on the
that.
other hand,
Starship on the other hand,
it is that
it is
whole purpose
that
to
whole
just
purpose.
drop
To
straight
just
down,
drop straight
as it
down,
comes down
as
through
it
that
comes
belly
down
flop
through that belly flop
phase, and it looks like it's turning now.
Looks like it's turning now.
The dynamic banking.
Dynamic banking.
People watching,
People watching,
we do not
we do
recommend
not
turning your
recommend
neck,
turning your
90
neck
degrees,
90
if you
degrees,
wanna
but if you
do
wanna
it,
do it,
do that carefully.
do that.
By the way, Alex is
By
doing
the way,
that.
Alex is doing that.
Look at that. Look at that beautiful S turn.
To look at
If
our
you were
cameras,
to look at our cameras,
you will see.
you will see.
3 minutes to
3
touchdown.
minutes to touchdown.
24 kilometers an
Banking turn.
1700 kilometers per hour.
We're bleeding a lot of speed over there. Yep. Okay, let me lower my mic. Yeah.
Really making a hard bank
Really
there.
making a hard bank
Almost
there.
on its side,
Almost on
falling
its side,
straight down.
falling straight down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Under 1,000 kilometers
Under
per hour
1,000
now.
kilometers per hour now.
18
Oh, it's
kilometers
kilometer
per
per hour.
18
altitude.
kilometers in altitude.
Looks like we are now leveling
Looks like we're now
out,
leveling out.
preparing for the belly flop.
Preparing for the belly flop.
Mm-hmm. Look at that little flapping piece of thermal blanketing. Oh, it fell off
A
again.
little something came off
Mhm.
there that was flapping in the breeze.
Wow. Mhm.
Doesn't appear to have been structurally integral though,
Structurally
thankfully.
integral though, thankfully.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the ablative
Some
material
of the
seems to be
ablative
peeling
material
off a
seems to
little,
be peeling off a little,
And you can see the sun in the bottom right. And I mean, this is just a spectacular sunrise in the Indian Ocean. And I'm looking forward to the views that SpaceX have cooked up for us, which we're about to see in 90 seconds from now, because Ship 40 is 9 kilometers.
Okay, guys, get ready for ship landing burn.
Then remember, for this landing burn,
okay.
Lights up 3 engines.
Okay,
and then 1 engine.
Okay.
Basically down selecting down to the final 1 engine.
There's some venting.
1 minute.
I think we're subsonic.
Below cruising altitude of airplane now.
And you can actually now start to pick out the ripples. Yes, you can pick up the ripples in the sea. We're doing the last minute realignment to landing sites.
We should see landing burn start up at like 9,000 meters above the surface of the ocean.
Below in the Indian Ocean. 3.5 kilometers in altitude. 400 kilometers per hour in speed. 45 seconds from touchdown.
Come on, Chip 40.
Hopefully there's no ads.
Engine
telemetry. Standing by for ignition of all 3 Raptors.
Yes. Look at those cows. Okay. Get ready for ignition. Ignition! 3 Raptor engines online. There it is. We should be down selecting to 2. I believe. There it is. There it is. Oh my gosh. Cameras. There it is. Down to 2 engines. There's drone cams and touchdown of the ship. Look at those cams and get ready for a beautiful explosion. Oh! What? Oh my gosh. The ship. The ship it is in one piece. This beautiful things. Ship 40 is floating in the water in one piece. What? What? Oh my god. Yep. That doesn't matter. The ship is floating. What just happened? What the hell? Oh my gosh, the ship is floating, the thing! The ship is... Oh my god! Oh my god! It's on fire! Well, look at that! That's just so cute, that's so beautiful! The ship didn't blow up! What the hell? Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's surreal, man.
We can see a ship coming back home if SpaceX doesn't decide to sink it. What the hell?
I don't want to see your face right now. I want to see the ship.
Oh yeah, you can see the
What was that?
Look at that.
The ship landed in one piece.
The little hook at the end. Look at that.
Wow.
That's the hazard zone.
Wow.
Whoa, there it is again. There's the ship.
Oh wow. That must be neat.
Wow. Okay, SpaceX, you should not blow it up. There's an ad.
Too many disconnected apps, and it's killing team productivity.
What is the definition of extraordinary?
I don't care about your description of extraordinary. I want to see the ship.
Of the ship.
Look at that.
Final chapter.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that.
Wow.
The ship made it in one piece. I am not joking. It's
TPS.
I mean, this is...
It's just laying there in one piece.
This reminds me a lot of when they would do the flip maneuver with the space shuttle and would see how the heat shield...
This is amazing for SpaceX.
Yes.
Holy.
I mean, the reason that they land in daylight is to get good imagery of the heat shield on the return, right? I mean, this is going to be more than they could have ever asked for. They've managed to make...
Oh my god.
Look at it. A ship splashing in the Indian
I wonder if they will try to recover it.
The camera.
Oh, there's the
Hey, there we go. The camera. I think that's the flap camera.
Yes, that must. It was in the sea. At least we know the cameras are waterproof.
You can see.
Oh my god!
You can see the body of the ship when it bobs above the water. There it is for a moment. For
Wow.
frames.
So this may be a
How are they going to be? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, how are you going to bring that back if you're expecting to bring it back in pieces or sink it?
Wow.
I think, you know, there's...
Yep, they might have to sink him with a gun.
Quite literally, I was going to say, there's a humane way to put your starships down. Unfortunately, it's a bit big to take to the vet, so I think they're going to have to employ some energetic methods to dispose of Ship 40, which, you know, don't ask questions you don't want to know the answers to, but SpaceX have built a rocket strong enough...
Views, look at that!
Look at that.
Let's bring it full screen, there
Ship
you go!
40.
Oh.
Yeah.
When SpaceX shows
this is
this,
You cannot
unbelievable.
predict when SpaceX shows
That's
these
Ship
views,
40.
so...
Wow.
The ship is still alive. You know, it's not only
The ship is still alive. You know, it's not only intact, it's alive. It's still transmitting data back to SpaceX, despite it being horizontal, bobbing in the ocean.
Oh,
with
the
engines!
Look at that, that's the engines!
Whoa!
That is
flashing in.
And remember, it's sending these views through Starlink.
And remember, it's sending these views
And
through
you know how I
Starlink.
told a bunch of times.
And you know
There are
how
two
I
Starlink
told a
cameras
bunch of
facing,
times, there are two
from the
Starlink
leeward.
cameras facing
Oh, look at that.
from the leeward, and there are two...
I wonder if there's gonna activate the flight termination system on the ship. But I doubt it will work if it's underwater.
They will be looking down on the water. The other two, however, they will be able to look to some of the satellites sideways. So these are probably being sent thanks to those. So thanks to whoever thought about putting any of those antennas more, or like rather less leeward. Because these views are amazing.
And this is just a spectacular view.
And this is just a spectacular view of
Oh.
the heat shield here. I mean, zooming in.
Like the subtiles that...
Yeah, thank you.
With the different colours.
It looks like a rectangle
Holy.
with the different colours and the different streaks and the tiles. I mean,
this heat shield.
I can't see one missing. This heat shield is
There are
just
a few
It
broken.
could be from the splashdown. It could be from the re-entry.
Or maybe there's
And
one
it could
spot
either
there.
be from the splashdown, it could be
I
from...
mean,
Oh, it's lagging a bit.
Newspaper, that would be on the front page. I mean, that is just unbelievable.
Oh, come on.
It splashes down and stays afloat.
Come on.
It should be on the front
Shit,
page.
just an ad.
I'm sure they'll find something.
Come on, you need to see the ship.
Oh, there's flames on the ship. It will say that probably.
Yeah, screw up.
Walk back.
I mean, that
I don't
thing's
want
just
to pre we would have already gone
I-
through, right?
No, the ship is just floating there.
Already gone through, right?
Let's not tempt the fate.
I think so, maybe.
No. But Sawyer, I just want to ask,
No.
can they land a
But
ship
sorry,
in the water?
I just want to ask.
Yeah,
Can they land a
probably.
ship in the water?
Yeah, probably. I love how you see the flame pop up and then the water comes over it.
I mean, it's literally they've landed in a
Oh my
fire
goodness,
extinguisher.
are those...
It's literally they've
Are those
landed
the
in,
aft tiles though? Oh my
Oh.
I need to go back because I think the aft tiles survived. The ones with the new attachment mechanisms, I think they survived. The benefit of being in the water though, if there's any flares, like, you know, remember the flare in the stack and all that? The water can put it out. In the fire.
I don't want to be a downer, but I do just want to note one thing that unlike that during the previous flights they showed the Starlink imagery during the stream, and we haven't seen it yet. So they did say they made contact with all 20 Starlinks, but that's yet to be seen whether they've actually managed to downlink anything of substance from those satellites. And there we can see NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman quoting our own Max Evans with that amazing moon shot. You can see, you can get in the shot. Pretty clear from this shot that SpaceX knows where we are going.
Pretty clear from this shot that SpaceX knows
Fantastic.
where we are going. Fantastic.
Unbelievable. And yeah, that shot is available in the shop. Because
Is that a tanker truck?
Holy
yeah,
shit.
very pretty. Two of them actually. Two tanker trucks.
Guys, you're late. It launched 72 minutes ago.
You're late.
Here's the replay.
Look at that. 72 minutes ago.
Here's the replay. I'm being told we have, what is it, over 30 different...
Standing by for ignition of all three Raptors.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long replay time here, I think.
1 kilometer.
It's gonna be a long.
3 Raptors ignited.
So I wanna have a...
Here's the flip.
Yeah. Should we make a polling chat or something?
Looking good.
Yeah.
About
Should we
that status of the ship? They need to refly it, right?
Need to refly.
Tow it to port somewhere in Australia and refly it.
Tow it to port somewhere in Australia.
Look at that. It's a great shot when he passes through the sticks.
So clear.
Anything good, maybe?
Yeah, be told it's approximately 33 playbacks.
It looks like we've had a puncture in the hole.
Well, yeah.
Looks like maybe some
I think
methane
we've played already 2. This is the 3rd. So 31 remaining. 34 in total.
So keep sticking around, folks. There's still more to go.
Yeah, this is.
People in chat saying
you
should call the ship Bob.
Nah.
Good thing, chat. Yeah, good pun.
I mean, look at this from the north. I mean, the size of the plume. You can see the force of the engines with the shockwave. This is 120 meters tall, guys.
This is 120 meters tall, guys.
Also, this one of our robotically tracked, I believe. Again, that's not a person that close to it. That's one of our remote camera operators doing that.
The ship is still intact, I think. Is it still intact?
That caught the Starship flying by the moon on the previous flight. What Max has a print of right now in the store.
What Max has a print of right now in the store.
I mean, it looks like it's flying right to it between the live view on the left and the replay on the right.
It looks like it's flying right to it between the live view on the left and the replay on the right.
I know our teams are already going to be out there trying to see how the danger lot cameras did. How they survived. 33 Raptors.
33 Raptors.
Okay, guys. So thank you for watching my stream. It was an amazing